Good afternoon. Welcome back, guys. How's it going? Crap. Forgot to get more water. Happens to me every time. I get distracted looking around the map, doing stuff and things, and then I drink all my water, and then the stream timer ends, and then it's time to go. We can delete land. Just a small price of 14 dev to gain 1 in the capital. Ooh-wee. Bum 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 bum. Where is the like colonial and trade regions? Doing this whole like halfway trade company, halfway full state thing is really annoying. Visually, if you like integrate land. I've been noticing that over here. Like, I've got these full cores, you know, and it's like, oh, it's so messy. It's so messy. How is you? You just finished the VOD 6 hours ago. That was a while ago, I see. We can make this area into a state. Why would we want to do that? We don't want to do that. But one of these provinces must not be part of the trade company. The one that still needs to be converted, and we're still converting things. Okay, so, I made a boo-boo at the end of the session yesterday. I thought, for some reason, I thought that Diblotech 22 was when we get imperialism, because clearly in this interface it tells you when you get imperialism, right? 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 Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me where in the interface, anywhere in here, that it tells you that you get imperialism. Just show me where. It's tied to the client states thing, but there's no little indicator saying you're gonna get imperialism. Yeah, I know it's tied to it's the same tech as the client states, but don't tell you that. Client states is how you spell imperialism. Fair enough. All right, so yesterday we full annexed. Oh, we took some more clay from Japan. We returned all the remaining cores to Ming. We started the process of integrating Ming. It's gonna take a while. 3,238 Diplo points. We don't currently have all of our discounts turned on, but we don't need them on right now, so that's fine. And governing capacity is fine. We've got enough space, I think, to eat Ming. We do need to keep pre-building temple or courthouses and town halls and stuff to make sure that we don't go over the governing capacity once he gets integrated. So I was planning on doing a whole bunch of reconquest type stuff, right? Or sorry, imperialism type stuff right now, but we clearly can't do that. So instead, I think we're going to quickly vassalize Kara, and then we're going to do a triple reconquest war on the Ottomans. We're going to get Luristan's course back, Mamluk's course back, and Kara's course back as much as we can. I looked around the map a bit more and marked down a few more great projects as vital interest that I think I need to get. They are located in various places. There is a monument in China that we can use that does something. This, not much, but we could use it once we have Ming integrated. We'll need the entire, we'll need the culture group though, which shouldn't be too hard. Those ones are kind of small. Do we think One Faith is still possible? Of course. If I didn't think it was possible, we wouldn't be continuing the run. Why do you phrase it that way? Do you think that it's not possible? Is there something that you know that I'm not aware of that would stop us? In vanilla, it says advanced casus bellis or something like that. Where? I do use a interface mod, but the mod doesn't, aside from changing a few localization lines like centers of kids can't read good instead of universities, it has nothing to do with like any of the text that would be anywhere in here. I submit that this is just one of those things that you just have to know. You know what it might be? Okay, I'll give Paradox an out on this one if this is how it is. I disabled the, in my message settings, there is a pop-up for when you take a tech. This. When you have increased your technology level, I disabled the pop-up for that because No shit, I hit the tech. I just clicked the button. I don't need another pop-up to close, right? So maybe in that pop-up, it tells you that you have access to Advanced Casus Belli, but I never see that pop-up. Sir Gillif and Karzad, thank you for being the first Twitch Prime subs of the day. I love you all. I meant you are focusing more on Third Way or One Faith. Well, we're gonna just do both. Like, there's no time crunch on Third Way.
It's over 9,000.
We just have to continue staying our current religion. You vote that we do One Faith, but not Third Way. Yeah, how do you do that exactly? Yeah, so the first war will be against the Ottomans. I just need to make sure that we get Kara vassalized as well, and that shouldn't take too long. I guaranteed him a while ago. We've got a spy network on Pegu. Probably get some claims on him. See, now it's dropping the states off of the list. I don't understand why sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. Everybody's Russian. We're spying on Russia for reasons. We're not spying on the Ottomans right now. We probably should be. We are continuing to get claims on Japan. That's fine. We're very close. I'm hoping today we can knock out economic hegemon, at least get it started, and you know, get imperialism online. Like I said, I'm a little bit late. We gotta wait 13 more years, but we should be able to get through. I mean, we just gotta play, you know, just play. Bum, 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 bum. Sorry, I just keep keeping up with chat. Started these runs. These achievement runs? I've never attempted One Faith. This is my third time doing the Third Way, and the only reason we didn't get it is because of either a major patch, a new interesting mod, a new interesting game, or I just got bored. Because blobbing is not fun. Not really. Compared to... Like, think about the very first session when we were Pate. We were one province minor and we had to, like, somehow not die. That is way more fun for me, personally. It's more challenging than this part. Like, once we're already in this position where we have, you know, more than double the income of the next highest person, it's a foregone conclusion for the most part. But you've done 4 One Faiths and we'll never do another one? Yeah, why would you do more than one? Just for fun? Roleplay or something? Final boss is tedium. I agree. I agree, for sure. But that's where we're going to do everything we can to make it as easy as possible to just get the stuff done, right? That's why we took quality ideas here, right? Like, just to make it so that my armies will stop losing. Like, especially when we're fighting Spain, we can just roll through and siege everything fast and do the things. Anyway, let's start to spy on the Ottomans again. Unfortunately, we have literally no spy network against him, but that doesn't matter because he is still experiencing decadence. I did mark this down because there's a monument that I forgot to upgrade to level 3 that I need to finish doing, so that's why that's there. Don't let me forget. The Ottomans are currently at 28.5 decadence, and I just closed my alert. Great, cool. It's this one. We also need a ton of money for courthouses, though, so money is important right now. We have some rebels that are mad about some stuff for some reason. I don't know why they're so mad. Just stop being mad about stuff, you know? Enough to make it even go away? Maybe. Are we overextended right now? No. We have a missionary strength guy, trade efficiency guy, fort defense guy. I definitely want to get economic hegemon started soon. How did we get Ming as vassal? We attacked over here and we released him out of his culture group. Hire a discipline guy. Yeah, it's difficult to find people that we can actually upgrade. Like, see how we don't have the little star on the culture indicator? It's because we have every single culture in this list. So a lot of our advisors spawn from random cultures that aren't actually accepted. And in order to be able to promote advisor, they have to be an accepted. So typically I just find one who's promotable and we run them. But if we wanted to, we could fire all the guys and try to find a specific advisor type and get them promoted. I just have other things that I need to spend money on right now. Anyway, we're spying on Ottomans. We are going to improve relations with you as fast as we can. I'm gonna turn off that alert. Since we are planning on going to war with the Ottomans, let's just provoke some rebels, actually. I don't want to deal with waiting. Hojo and Ichigo. We should still have one army in Japan, I think. And so, separatists in Tsushima. That's this little island here. We can raise autonomy in this. It's part of a trade company. Or it will be. Not deal with their island rebellion issues. Hopefully, all of these armies are spreading out and taking care of those rebels then. No, you're not? Okay, I'll just tell you to go over there then. That means that these armies can begin the process of coming over here. Some of them might suffer attrition on the walkover. We have any new armies down here yet? Not quite. We got room for plenty more troops, but I've been trying to keep my income high. Let's still go up to 18 and get another stack ready. See if we can get another... That's not 18, that's just 16. Let's get another round of Rajput regiments. Since we can. They do fight a little better, I guess. Or something. Not that I'm going to bother microing and trying to make sure that army's in the front line or anything. We're close to the admin point cap. Guess we're doing some dev. I would rather be doing Diplo dev, but whatever. That's the wrong one. We have on Maliki Scholars. We do. 16 per click is pretty cheap. Take it to 25, and then I don't have to think for a little while. Most of the Ottomans' armies are in Europe. They're currently at peace. We're waiting for the Kara vassalization. We already have the alliance established, so technically I could start the war with the Ottomans, vassalize Kara while we're in the war, and he should still join the war, and we'd still be able to use Reconquest. Where's the transport fleet at? Put them over here. I think we were helping out Ming's situation. We have 4 armies here. That's probably... no, 3 armies here. That's probably too many. Why don't you auto-transport to, say, down here? How about instead here, so... we don't go through open sea tiles. Alright, I want to convert... So? Specifically? Province over here. Tsushima. So we can get this last trade company added. What is his decadence? It's like 28.5 right now, I think. It's high enough that we're gonna... once we get our spy network built back up, it's gonna go very fast. Alright, let's do more influence nation-y type stuff. Ba-bum, ba-bum. We already have a royal marriage, we'll do a gift. Bum, bum, ba-bum. Wow. Really, Kara? Really? What? What? Dude, you have like 2 provinces, 3 provinces. How on earth do you expect so much money for that? Like, what the hell? Alright, I'm not giving you 700 gold. That's dumb. Yeah, they're guaranteed. Do a thing. Do a different thing. Convert the province of Io. I-Y-O. Get a half-price missionary guy. Bum, bum, bum. Bum. I love how it doesn't actually zoom in far enough to show you the province in question. Getting a backup level 3 Inquisitor would be nice since our guy's 45. Get manpower to 50%. Well, that's never gonna happen. Build a workshop. Build a workshop? The Jains are the one that are like one of the most upset. It's kind of maybe fine. Let's just do that. Bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Are you going for the vassal strat with conversions, or will we have to do it directly? We have to do it directly because we are part of the Muslim religious group, which means that when we have subjects, if we force our religion on them, they join the Muslim religious group, which means they have access to the dhimmi, which means that if they have low religious unity, they'll activate a privilege for the dhimmi called Guaranteed Dhimmi Autonomy, which gives minus 100% local missionary strength and minus 100% religious unity contribution. So we're going to have to integrate everything, except for the colonial nations, which, as long as they're crown colonies, they will not have access to estates. So yeah, we were looking yesterday at, like, one of the reasons why we're going in this direction toward the Ottomans specifically is that there are, I think, 3 monuments that I want from him right now. We want to get this one, so we get war score cost versus other religions plus 10, minus 10%. We want this one because it's just good. We want this one because it gives missionaries +1, missionary strength versus heretics +3. We want this one because of another 3% missionary strength. Yeah, so we have a lot that we want from him right now, and we're going to take it. We are Ibadi. We are part of the Muslim group, Ibadi. Ibadi only starts out with, I think, 3 or 4 provinces of our religion, and we are now up to 370 currently. Here's our finisher for quality ideas. We have access to another policy that we can run for free, so we'll turn that one on for sure. And then over here, we now have infantry combat ability +15, reinforcement speed +15, and our recover army morale speed +15. That's a lot of stuff. Right now we're running leader siege, an extra relationship slot, and reduced reinforcement cost. I don't need the extra relationship slot at the moment, so what's up here? Do we actually have... Oh, we actually get 3 free military policies due to Indian Pasha. Cool. Well, I'm going to turn off the bonus relationship, we're going to turn on combat ability, and we're going to probably turn on the recover army morale speed +15, because it's insane! Freaking insane! Like, holy crap. Wow, our armies are stupid, by the way. Just wasting men. Nice. God, this is what I get for trying to just tell them to go do a thing. God, they make me so mad. Anyway, army morale recovery speed. So we have right now in our own controlled territory 39.6%, which is already really high from fully offensive. But we're going to go from 39.6 plus another 15. That means we're actually recovering 37.8% faster morale recovery. We're like going to be really good at recovering morale. It's going to be neat. So I got that going for us, which is nice. Also, we can reinforce a little faster. I wanted to turn off the something, because I do want to remember to get this thing turned on. Ming is paying us 102 gold per month, which actually, I just had a thought. What if we do run another 20% increased vassal tax income in order to try to trigger the economic hegemon bonus? Because right now we're getting 107.45 gold from our subjects. And it will go from 75% vassal tax income to 95. We're going to go up to 136. Like 28.65 gold more per month. 28.65 plus 945.02. We're like so close to 1,000. You become hegemon, won't vassalizing Kara become very hard? Economic hegemons only give minus 50 opinion with the world now. I think when they first came out, it was like minus 200 or something, but that was excessive, so yeah, they changed that. He has no rivals, so we can't insult anyone. I guess we'll subsidize him. Just for a little bit, try to get that extra 15 opinion. And we can start our war. We don't have to wait for him to actually be our vassal. These guys are driving me nuts. Is anyone not locked? No, of course they're all locked. Walking through this stupid freaking Fucking mountain. Whatever. Just die. Also, I spent all my manpower on a monument, I'm pretty sure. We have room for 2 generals, but we're doing a military ID group, and we're behind on Miltech. So we're gonna hold off on generals probably till Miltech 22. The Ottomans are still on 21 as well. We're getting access to an upgraded level of conscription center thing. We're also getting the super juicy +2 artillery fire value. Wow. So they are gonna go from 2.4 to 4.4 for a total increase of 83% damage from artillery in the fire phase. Wow. That is a lot of increased damage. If we can get a Miltech advantage over the Ottomans for the war, it'll make the war even simpler. We also, because we finished off our idea group, have 25% infantry combat ability and another 10% artillery combat ability and another 5 discipline, all of which we didn't have in our previous wars. So we're resting comfortably at 120% discipline without a discipline advisor. As far as morale goes, how are we doing there? 3.62 plus 1.2. We have a little under 1 full morale advantage right now. Stacking more morale modifiers is maybe reasonable because we have such quick morale recovery rate. You know, the higher the max morale is, the more you actually are still recovering, so... Let's have you swap over to here. That is not a very good general. Our generals do only cost 20 military points to hire. So it might make sense to just fall behind on Miltech and actually fill in these last 2 slots. We are rolling the maximum roll, 7 to 18. So yeah, let's roll 1 right now and 1 next month. Who shall lead? Let me update that command. Edit com. What's the... How do you do it again? Edit com. Ideas. I don't remember how to do the @to user part, so I'm just gonna not put that in there. We went innovative. Then we went... Well, we did go exploration, but that's not what we have anymore. So I'm just gonna remove it. Innovative, offensive. Espionage. Administrative. Influence. And quality. Quality? How do you spell quality? We don't need the we don't need the thing, right? Get Nightbot to lead? Alright, sure. We have let Nightbot lead before. Nightbot's amazing. Fantabulous. Um, 78 supply is pretty high. Okay, who doesn't have a general? You? Okay, moving on. Might want to wait till we have a little bit of manpower. Gold mine collapsed. Sort of annoying. We are doing fine on Diplo, so we'll bump it back up a little. We probably have other gold mines that aren't at 10 dev. Now we got one in Imaui. This is not part of a trade company. Not super cheap to dev. 38 is quite high, actually. Probably doesn't have a center for kids who can't read good in it yet. Alright, I was saying I wanted to make more town halls. But actually I want to save for that monument for the extra 1% missionary strength. Also save for the monuments we're going to take from the Ottomans. We're suffering attrition. Why is only 33 here? So I can go here for now. Alright, Mr. Kara, how you looking? 149. I do not want to have to send him a big gift. That's too expensive. I need money for a lot of other things. Let's see. I'm not asking for reminders here, Jimmy. I'm just thinking out loud. We've already done a guarantee. We are offering him subsidies. I can't insult any of his rivals. I already have a royal marriage. I already have an alliance. I already have transfer trade power at 50%, which is the highest it can be. I've already offered him military access. I believe the only other modifier I can really get is the gift, and possibly if he had rebels and I unoccupied a province, I could get a modifier for it. So we're just gonna have to wait till he gets to 190 the normal way. But that should be fine. You make the general yet? I can make a second one now. This one will be Big Dickens. Big Dickens. Good. I guess Big Dickens can lead instead of our king, so that he's getting a chance for some traits. Seems fine to me. If I want to turn on the thing that makes our vassals pay more income, then I will have to give up some advisor cost discount. We're about to get a military point infusion from our tributaries, so hopefully we can get Miltech soon. Our advisor cost discount total is what right now? We've got 20 plus 15 plus 20 plus 10 plus 10 plus 20 plus, what's that at the bottom? Another 20. Minus the 10% temporary penalty. So we're at 105. I think I can actually afford to revoke one of the 10% ones. That's also our AE impact one. Let's see if that is accurate math. Still at 90% all across. Okay, let's do that, and let's run the income from subjects for now. I will need to turn this one on before Ming is done integrating, but that's going to take a while, so. This should get us a lot closer to a 1,000 income, especially if we add a few more vassals, and after this war with the Ottomans, returning all the cores, and then taxing the crap out of these guys when they have a lot of dev, will maybe be enough. Holland would accept vassalization. Holland lives in the Caribbean. Holland has cores? No. How sad. How did he lose his cores? Isn't that part of the Dutch group? Shouldn't he not be able to lose his cores? It's kind of weird. Aj. Stab cost minus 15 or gain prestige that we don't need. I don't want to lose 2,200 gold, so no. Sorry. I don't like when my outliner is full of nothing but armies in the list. Okay, the transports have moved the armies a little bit. We'll bring over another stack. We're going full in on the Ottomans, I think. We need 181 power. I can flip to negative 100 or to positive 100 piety as soon as we get to 50, which is only going to take a few more months. We're at 41, so we need 9 divided by 0.6. Like 15 months, we'll be above 50. And then we can flip over and get a discount on Miltech. I was also considering removing these two estates now, but I don't want to like lose modifiers, you know? And I don't want to lose the missionary strength. We're losing 2.5 missionary strength to remove the Ulema and the Brahmins. Because otherwise I have to get their influence above 40, and you know, maybe that's not that big of a deal. Maybe we should just not remove the estate. 2.5% missionary strength is a lot. What does this give again? Move toward mysticism right now and gain missionary strength plus 1% for 25 years. Also requires us to own more provinces, though. And then there was another one here. 2 privileges to the Rajputs. And I think there's one more. This one. Okay, they only need 40 influence. Maybe that's reasonable. So just keep these states. Because I do want the, do want it. 2.5% missionary strength. Anyway. You heard that Holland wants to become our religion. We don't have imperialism yet. We could peacefully vassalize them, but wasting a relationship slot on OPM does not feel like a good use of time for diplomats. Especially when we could just wait for imperialism and go conquer them. There is Deccan Viceroyalty, which gives 5% admin efficiency. You mean at the bottom of the thing? I thought this gave 10. Did it only give 5? I've been counting on it being 10. We have enough troops in position, right? I do want tech, but whatever. This time, let's actually make the Wargle something we can siege easily. Like, say... I don't want to, like, make it Cairo and have to go all the way over there. We'll just make it the closest province to us. Yasuj. Give clay. Right, let's take the time to move in on all these forts. We can go for the Wargle. You're going to go to here. You're going to go adjacent. I don't have an army down here yet. We've got to deal with Songhai. I have no armies in Africa. Guess that's going to be the job of this army. Walk over there. Take care of it. Not going to reconquest CB? Oh shit. I could have sworn that that was the reconquest CB. Thank you for noticing. Yeah, that would have messed up my plan. Considering it will still cost no Diplo points and be 25% aggressive expansion even on the Mamluks and on Karak Yunlu, but only if I declare reconquest. I think we do not have a truce with Gujarat, but they're allied to a bunch of the other people that I want to attack in India. So I'm kind of wanting to just wait for the imperialism CB for India. That way everything will be justified and I don't have to deal with, like, you know, whether or not I have people co-belligerented or not. We moved capital? Yeah, I actually moved the capital just back to Master Pate because it was messing with trade too much. And we definitely want to move toward Great Britain node or English Channel node as soon as we can. Like, I got to get started on getting that whole thing going. That'll be a lot easier once we have economic hegemon done and our income is even higher and we're just, you know, filthy rich and strong. We have more monuments and whatever. I'll be back one second. Alright, armies are pretty much all in position. I don't think I had issued these commands here yet. One other thing I'm thinking, that I was thinking about last night, is that we're probably going to, very soon, maybe on the next upgraded ship level, that is actually just now, we just got it. I'm thinking we might train a ridiculous amount of heavies, like 50, and just get ready to go beat up Spain and Great Britain and all that noise. Is minus percentage of AE reduction additive or multiplicative? It is additive. So like, if you're talking about stacking, aggressive expansion, AE impact, right? Just this. As you approach 100%, each 10% gets stronger than the previous. So we do want our AE impact policy on, because it makes a big difference, right? Yeah, we should check to see who has the most heavies and stuff, and see how many we need to make. Great Britain only has 39. Ottomans have 38. Yep. We do have some sailors, but sailors are a constant issue for us, because we have so many trade companies and not enough like docks and stuff. So I think we are going to be willing to spend some money on sailors here. Portugal would join the war now. Interesting. Might as well. Boom, boom, boom. Do not want to call Kara in, because then we can't vassalize him. Bum, bum, bum. Reminder to upgrade. This thing? Yeah. I'll probably do that when we get a nice infusion of cash from, say, the Ottomans. I'm not going to make those states yet. That alert can still go away until the conversions are done. Ottomans have 324,000 troops. They are not in another war. They've got offensive completed. They also have quantity. They don't have, they just started trade ideas. They're behind on an idea group compared to us. And they are still on Tech 21. Very soon in the war, probably within like a year, we're going to be able to get that mill tech advantage over them. As far as siege ability goes, this is a serious war, we should take the time to transfer merchants around in order to get siege ability and increased artillery force, max artillery amount. Forget the name of that modifier. Alright, so who's the most worthless merchant, and what is he doing? The one in Congo is making me some money, sending this wealth towards Zanzibar. Otherwise, it would likely go that way. One in Malacca is pretty necessary. One in Canton. Don't really need Canton, because it's either going south to Malacca by going into Hangzhou, or it's going directly to Malacca, so we don't really need the Canton one. Alright, so Canton one, you're going to move over to here. Canton. I think if I unassign the merchant instead of sending him directly, it'll put him at the top of the list permanently, which would be convenient for me. So I'm going to try doing it that way. Might take a little longer for him to get there, but you also can't tell him to go until he actually gets home now. So with his decadence, we currently have 12-day siege sticks here, and we only have 7% coming from spy network. We can get another 13 from that. This is a mountain, I believe, so it's fairly defensive to begin with. Minus 60% local defensiveness. Yikes. Well, no, that's just the sum. The actual local defensiveness is 12. Ba-bum. I have the army that I sent. Where is it? Still on its way. Directly to Oyo. You already have to go tonight? You already have to say goodnight? Wow. Hey, we're at 986. We're so close. Bum. I think it might actually count spoils of war. So if we can loot some more cities, even just for a moment to get above 1,000, that might be good. Haven't thought about loot in a long time. Okay, transports have done their job. Let's go all the way to here with the transports, and all the way to here with the transports, and that's my navy attacking heavies, and we have no admiral. Cool. Wonder how many ships we're gonna lose. Thanks, Ottomans. Appreciate it, buddy. Only 2. Okay. Here's our unassigned merchant. Hopefully he's at the top of the list now. That should be him. Alright, and we will just move around turning on inland routes to speed these sieges up by another 3 days per tick. And also take our bonus cap up to potentially 6. That does require 24,000 artillery though. So I'll have to create a oddly balanced stack in order to guarantee that. On the level 6. He does actually have level 6 forts now. And he didn't before. That's kind of interesting. Oh darn, he went back down to here. Shoot. Well, maybe I should... Alright, let's do it this way. We're gonna recall you again. I want the merchant at the very top to be easier for me to reach, and I don't want to have to like scroll through the list and find the name. I just want to click the one at the top. You know? We'll recall both of these. We're gonna send the guy at the top. Hopefully that was the right one. There. And we're waiting on this guy. 21 days. Did it work now? We shall see. You're fighting an army. Ooh, and that's the army that I just had too many artillery in. Whoopsie. First war of the day, not paying much attention yet. My bad. My bad. Our income has come down tremendously without our merchant there. We're gonna obviously need to retreat from this. We will transfer forts to Ming. Oh wow, Ming. I scootaged Ming. Right, that's why he's not on the list. Okay, let's have... I don't know, I guess I'll just pay for it, but that's funny. I forgot that I scootaged him. We are taking a lot of losses here. 6,000 artillery dead. Edge. Ottomans are still on Tech 21. Transports have moved the army one more hop over. Let's auto... Oh, I don't want to split the artillery off. I want to auto transport to that fort. This one to auto transport to here. This guy set on inland routes. And we'll continue to advance. 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 We'll hold the mountain range for now. We have a ticking war score going already. It's like these guys are gonna end up fighting their navy. Do we have a better navy than them? We've got 15 heavies. We've got troops on board. Maybe we just dock up in Qasim instead. If I can. Oh, Qasim is not where I want to be, apparently. Let's dock up here. And then just control the strait and walk across. Like we're suffering attrition. This is fine. Definitely gonna want to delete his army, or sorry, delete his navy during this war if we can. If I had more sailors, I'm gonna try to just start building more heavies right now, but we have to solve the lack of sailors problem. These damn ships take 750 sailors now per heavy, which is a big number. Hey, I did the thing. They're happy with me now. Cool. Alright, maybe safe. Maybe safe to put a couple of these armies here on auto siege. On this front. That way I can focus on this front. How are we doing over here? Has this army arrived yet? No. How about these guys? Can I merge this so that they stop bothering me? I also need to knock out a doll. Is the run getting monotonous yet? Yes, of course. But of course. How could it not? Can we build any of these things anywhere? They are kind of important. How about impressment offices? Not in trade company land, thank you. I think I do have to just start building the military administration, even though it's kind of inefficient to try to get sailors from trade company land. It is what it is, you know, where we're at. We have to get sailors if we're going to be able to beat the British Navy. I hate that. I hate saying that. I hate feeling that. Dock these up so they don't consume sailors on the monthly ticks. We've got our inland routes guy here. We've got 18 artillery on a level 4 fort. Make sure we got a better siege general here. And combat leader here. Secondary leader can be Big Dickens. Keep rolling through up into the mountains. Where's the army that just lost its general? It was you. Put the fast maneuver guy there. Swap him over to here. This army's helping out with Ming and rebels, I guess. Just police all of China. That's your job now. I don't want to deal with Ming being bad at the game. It's your job now. Cool. Yeah, conquest speeds up once you've done all of the prep work with idea groups and with getting imperialism CB and getting your admin efficiency high. Like, we're about to get another 10 admin efficiency. We're already at 49. It won't take us too much longer to finish off our last couple of government reforms. I think we might be on the last one now. That's going to give us another 2.5 admin efficiency and another 15 max absolutism effect. So we can go up to 115. Hey look, we're close to the admin point cap. Yeah, again. Why is our income like 100 gold lower than it used to be? Is it because these ships aren't actually protecting right now? No, they are still effectively protecting. Interesting. Something fluctuated, I don't know what. It's not that important, I guess. Bum 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 bum. Client states are also Tech 23, yeah. They're useful, but I don't think we're going to want to use them because they would come out as our religion and they would just be problematic as well. We can't really reliably use vassals to convert land. So, kind of where we're at. We have 7-day siege ticks now. As our spy network continues to ramp up, we're going faster and faster. That is a level 2. This is the army that's responsible for the level 6 forts, if he has any. He does not have many. We are moving into the next nodes. This one is level 2 and should fall very fast. We'll move the merchant. Hopefully he's at the one at the top. No, he's not. Damn it. Why doesn't it work the way that I want it to work? I don't have to find the damn word in the list. Bum 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 bum. Can't you make client states and force convert them as OPMs? As has been mentioned many times, and will probably be mentioned many more times, we can't use subjects because we're part of the Muslim religious group, which means that we have access to the dhimmi estate. If we have access to it, our subjects have access to it. If they have access to it and they have low religious unity, they turn on the dhimmi privilege that makes it so you can't convert provinces. That's why even though we force converted Ming for 100 liberty desire, he has done exactly this with his religion. Because guaranteed dhimmi autonomy. Yes, they'll just turn it on every time. And you can't tell them to not turn it on. Which is kind of silly. But that's just the way it is, you know? Okay, we're mostly in the Crimea node now. I need to move the guy who is in Aleppo now. We can't use them for Muslim lands, though. No? I'm going to assume what you're talking about is this thing, and this only works on pagans and people who aren't part of the Christian, Muslim, and Jewish provinces. So we will be doing a lot of direct conversions, but it's a minor thing. It's a slow conversion process. It helps a little, but I'm not relying on it to like get the achievement done. Using subjects from Muslim lands. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, sure. But again, we're gonna have access to imperialism soon, and we have here. Okay. We're not going to give a shit about aggressive expansion anymore, and we're going to have Imperialism CB soon, and we have better core creation discount by far than we have diplomatic annexation discount. So we're just going to conquer everything, which is not my normal playstyle, I know, but with a regular claim, we're going to have 80% core creation discount. With a permanent claim, we have 95% core creation discount. With very high absolutism, very high admin efficiency. So cores are going to take under 10 months. They're going to cost almost no monarch points. We're going to just go fast. You're actually going around to the same fort already. Why don't you head to that one instead? All that's stopping me from winning this war quickly is Songhai and Adal stalling the peace deal, I think. Let's add another 18 artillery here. I have no manpower. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna actually use the autonomous siege thing, like the way they intend it, and just mark lands that don't have forts, because this army doesn't have any artillery. Like Portugal is helping a little. Here's our Miltech. We don't want to do this yet until we flip our Piety, though. I'm gonna hold off on tech just a little bit longer. They actually did let me cross that strait for some reason. It's not part of the Crimea node? It is. Five-day siege of Crimea, okay. Do we have access around? We don't. Don't have a relationship slot either. Why don't you stay here, and we want this army to go here, because it's got the better artillery. We're pretty much done with this Crimea node except for one more fort. Then we'll move the merchant over the Constantinople node. Okay. Did my armies over here do anything useful? A little bit. Get these transports over to here. Have you go actually do a fight. See how the Ottomans aren't like, even though they've got large numbers of troops, 100k here, 50, 60k around here, they're ignoring our armies now, even though we have, like, it's just a 3-2 general, but I believe that's basically the effect we're seeing from having quality ideas now. It's just gonna make war, for the most part, a lot easier, unless I accidentally send my armies through, like I path them through his army myself. It'll be even more pronounced when we take Tech 20, Miltech 22. So hopefully we go to 50 Piety. We'll lose some stab now to the Siege of Jazan. We're going to embrace legalism. We can do our clicks, and I do need money. So let's take Miltech now. I'm going to take 181. I feel like it should be cheaper than that already. Legalism minus 10. Guess it is what it is. We will do this, and then do this, and then do this. And then we'll do this, but we want manpower more. More manpower, please. 146k troops. And I'm not currently converting, so I don't actually need my legalism, my mysticism to be maxed. It would be kind of nice for the morale of armies to be a little bit higher, so. Our stab cost is very low. It would be only 10 if we weren't positive. Is it worth 20 admin points to gain 5% morale of armies? Probably. Let's do that. In fact, I think I will actually just bump back up to +2 for now. 7-day siege of Trebizond. We can move our merchant to Constantinople now from the Crimea node. Hoping for military access through here eventually. I'll probably pay a diplo point to get it myself. Para can be vassalized now. Let's stop spying on Russia for a moment. Have you auto siege like those? I don't like how 6 of these artillery belong to that stack. I'm gonna fix that. Why don't you specifically auto siege this region for me? I never use this way, but maybe I should try. Maybe it's better. Aleppo took 7 days. We're marching on Damascus. We need a diplomat so we can vassalize somebody. We have better artillery. They're in combat, they will have low morale, but... You have... Yeah, I think I just probably forced all my artillery out of the battle in this fight. Apparently not. Move towards... What's with the lag game? Whoa. Whoa. Hold down. Songhai, go away. -1 for white peace. I do still need money, but we're probably going to start white piecing people to keep truces short so we can just, you know, attack people faster and whatever. Do need more boats. Looks like they're forced marching to reinforce this. I think we're probably going to have to retreat from this fight. Infinity is a 3-2. Can't change the general because we're in occupied land. Damascus fell. Sinop fell. But you actually go over to here. Bum, bum, bum. We're gonna need to retreat for sure. We lost only 1,000 artillery. Okay, it's not bad. It's nice to actually have manpower for this war now. 20 admin power for 140k man. Oh shit, I forgot to turn this off. Thank you for saying something about manpower. Yeah, we don't want to be bleeding away our professionalism just for manpower. Not when we can take advantage of that click every 5 years. So actually, how much manpower do we get for that? 140,000? We can do that once every 5 years. We're getting 2,333 manpower every month on top of our 3443, just because we can click that button. Seems a bit silly. How much you want to bet the Ottomans let us force march across the Strait of... what's that strait called? Is it the Bosphorus? I bet they let us across. I bet they do. This guy, we just want a white peace if we can. We can blockade his capital. Four siege pips. 2 level 6 forts. There's a fort here that we're trying to siege without artillery. That's going to take forever. Yeah. You're doing a thing, that's fine and cool. Those sieges seem to so dang fast. What is it, like 3-day siege ticks? For the most part, we're getting to that point in a lot of places, yeah. He's arriving in the Sea of Maramara on the 3rd of June. We obviously can't cross right now, but as soon as he's locked, move towards legalism either way. Get a half-price national unrest guy that I don't need. Okay. I'm not even gonna force march. Let's see if he's smart enough to just like notice that I'm gonna cross the strait in 10 days. Oh. Okay, I was not paying attention. One of our armies did get engaged. That's fine though. Very smart, Ottomans. So we have, yes, 3-day siege ticks. So the Ottomans have this new thing since whatever the recent patch was that apparently makes them garbage now. They have minus 28% siege ability, sorry, 28% defensiveness, which is stacking additively with our siege ability and espionage. So I have 17.4% siege ability here, plus our base siege ability from all of that crap of 64.6, plus their minus 27.9 applying to all of their provinces. So altogether we have 110% siege ability on him, which basically means 3-day siege ticks everywhere, except for some of the mountains where they've got a little bit of base defense. And it can go, decadence can go all the way up to 100, apparently, which is obviously not good for them. We can take admin tech and get innovativeness. Honestly, I don't want to do admin dev, so I'm kind of tempted to just take this now. It's a lot of points, but like I don't want to do admin dev, you know? And we don't really need it for coring. This is a reconquest war at the moment. And getting more admin efficiency means we can take more clay in this specific war. So it's sort of inefficient, but I think I am going to do it. Stab 3? No, I'm not going to go to stab 3 because I want to keep the ability to toggle back and forth cheaper. We'll do that. We're going to do admin tech for 800 points. Fine. Still not even that expensive, to be honest. And then we'll flip back to full the other way. Still. Plus, I like the way the symbols go. Wii U. Actually, they go crash, crash. You appear to be not doing anything, sir. Why aren't you doing a thing? In base tax, 4-day siege. That many days siege. Alright, I need to just knock out Songhai now. White Peace is fine. A doll. How you feeling? You ready for White Peace? You get a 42. We don't have a fort sieged yet. Not even enough troops to do this siege, apparently. A little embarrassing. Lose 41,000 manpower. Fine. I do need Oyo. I should maybe have taken Oyo in that war. Or to get another accepted culture. This is actually a state for some reason. Run defensiveness. This army is real weak. Teen government reform progress. Cool. Cool, cool. If it weren't for a doll... Did I ever vassalize Kara? I don't think I did. They should join the war. They did. So our peace seal is going to be return all of the cores to the peoples. We want stuff to Luristan. We want stuff to Kara. Let's I want to make sure in this war we're getting as close to that fort or that monument as we can. So it's in Tikrit. Do any of our subjects have core on that? No. Badge. But it's only 13 dev. Do return cores to Kara. Make him whole. A lot of provinces. Okay, and then the Tikrit Monument, we could just pay some diplo points for. It's extra 3% global missionary strength. That's very strong. The Mamluks lost their cores on this region, so that doesn't, I mean, it doesn't get me closer to the Jerusalem and Mecca stuff. But we can wait for imperialism for that. Is there, can we use the monument in Cairo? Another 15% advisor costs and idea cost -5, but we need to have the entire culture of this in order to accept Egyptian. That's kind of a big ask. Well, let's just do, I do want Tikrit. And then I want to just do as much Mamluk stuff as we can. With no real rhyme or reason to it, maybe? No, we're not gonna have enough war score to do all of the Mamluks. If that's the case, maybe I should stall on Tikrit, because Tikrit's gonna cost a lot more war score. Isn't it? It's like 6 war score for the province. Versus multiple returned cores. It's so much easier when you can just click every single one and you don't have to find them in the list. But I guess we're gonna take the time to do this. We'll do Hofuf. I want to clean up this area here so that the Ottomans don't have any navy on this side for future wars. Hofuf, Qatar. They don't have a claim on Qatar, of course they don't. How about grain? If I don't occupy this land, I can just click, but we talking about that issue yesterday, I think it was, about how annoying it is, how if you select it that way and then it does get occupied, then it unselects it from your peace deal, and then you just have to duplicate all your actions and work and crap. Maybe it's faster to just do it this way. I'll just keep clicking until I find ones that are close together over there. UDR. Do we maybe try to take the land necessary to get a core and get our extension into this area as well? Maybe do Suez and do Sharikia? Are there any ports over here that we care about? I think I do want to, like, have control of this. Sinai. Sorry, I'm not reading chat. I'm just trying to stay as focused as I can here. But I get this shit done. He lost his course on Gaza and Sinai. Okay, that's fine. Then, beyond that, let's prioritize more of the coast on this side. Keep the Ottoman Navy weaker. Ras Garib is one. Qasr. And Haleb. Beyond that, they've lost their cores on this whole side as well. This will take, like, Damietta. It's 92 war score now. And maybe just take whatever cheap stuff is still over here. Hafar and Jabal Shamar. I guess we're not getting any cash in this war. This is like, I'm still in the back of my head thinking about how Flory managed to do a, you know, TTM in like 15 hours or whatever. It's like, how do you do that fast when you've got to deal with this finicky interface for peace deals and shit, you know? It's crazy to me. Just crazy. I've only watched a little bit of it. It's hard to find the time to actually watch other streamers. Let's at least get something else that's touching one of the provinces I've already asked for. That works. You just got used to that. What about Mecca, Medina, and Jerusalem? We're using Reconquest, and there aren't any cores on those monuments right now. So we're gonna wait a little bit, and we'll do the monuments in the next war. It will be fine. Our new subject, Kara, should be transferring trade to us. Out of curiosity, what are they paying us? 3.11 monies right now? Well, I wonder how much bigger we can make that number. We're at 949 total income. At the moment. Can you spike your income just due to like occupations in a war and then trigger? I think that you can. I think that it does work for economic hegemon, but then I don't think it like grows while you aren't above 1,000. Can't remember if that's correct or not. Integration of Rajput nobility. Lag? Game. Hello? We can have a little bit more influence, it's fine. They're giving us fort maintenance discount, so that's neat. A doll. We have on our bonus this node. Are we even sieging in this node? We are not. Both forts are in this node. Let's move the guy that's currently in Constantinople to here and get that inland routes turned on. Speed up the siege against Adal. Adal isn't a node that I kind of care about, so I think we will take money and trade power and stuff from him. Russia is preparing to attack the common Shadals. Okay. Make sure that I actually have on inland routes here. Kind of nice to fight that army. These navies are costing me a lot of sailors, and the blockade's not very impactful, so let's just save the sailors. Basically just waiting on like one fort, I think, and then he'll peace out. We have a new small round of heavies. We've got a few sailors available. Got a few more heavies, as many as we can. We have 6,500 gold again. Let's get this level 3 monument built. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. We'll leave that up there till it's actually completed. Eight war score is not going to be enough. Bum, 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 bum. 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 Going up to 20 artillery here somehow? Whoops. How do I do that? Oopsie. Think he's gonna let me even like go up over there and get onto Corfu's fort as well? He might. Get back Damascus. Looking pretty occupied at the moment. How about you go back to Damascus and you can go to here. Actually, flip that and you go that way instead. This is a really good area for us to fight in if we had multiple armies available. Looks like Adal's gonna make me siege him out for a while, so we'll spy on him as well. Thought you had to maintain the 1,000 a month to keep hegemon? See, that's where I'm not, I could be wrong on that. I know you need 1,000 to start it, but it doesn't give you all the benefits right away. It creeps up at like 0.05 a month for 16 years or something. And I don't think you lose it if you stop having over 1,000, but I think what happens is it stops progressing. So you'll still get the basic benefit. Always gets monthly war exhaustion minus 0.1, mercenary manpower plus 100. Yeah, right. So am I right on that then? Vagrant Dragoon? Sounds like my memory is correct, yeah? Okay, Axum fell. Let's go ahead and go down to here so that we can threaten these sieges. Just lost a general. We can replace him. We can make him better. Memory is indeed correct. Ooh, Shiny. I want to make Shiny into a general because he said I'm correct. I like being correct. Being correct is tight. Looks like he does not want us to cross straits. We have 8-day siege ticks in this node. Probably not worth moving the merchant over, just to speed those up by 3 days. You... Oh, I sent 2. You go here. Let's see how some of our armies fight. 49 war score. They are beating up on my light ships that are trying to join up with the other navy. We got stack wiped with that stack because he just got 150,000 troops here and I wasn't paying attention. Oh well, we'll rebuild it. You let me over there? Lost the siege of Jazan as well. When did I get Jazan? Well, that was easy. Hey, Ottomans, your country's on fire. Did you notice? Yeah, he's definitely afraid of fighting over here. Sink a little bit more money into our monument, try to get that last little bit of missionary strength done. Kill some children. We have plenty of manpower, right? Man, the game is lagging way more than normal. Like, it's doing these hanging things now. We just gained 1% missionary strength and some other numbers as well. Do we have the ticking war score? It looks like yes. Okay, so really all we're waiting for is for Adal to go away. And right now he don't wanna. I'm gonna just auto-transport this army onto that capital fort since this one's taken so damn long. Let's temporarily switch over to inland routes here as well. I think we're ready to go back to auto-siege on these 2 stacks. You can auto-siege, you can auto-siege, you can auto-siege. No, take care of that last fort first. And we've got room for another 180,000 troops. I did just lose quite a bit of manpower. But we're gonna replace some of these. And did we lose Rajput? Not really. Taken Cairo. Auto siege is significantly more effective when you have really, really short siege ticks. Because just watch this army. It's going to go there, going to go like 3 days, take the province, move on. It's very nice when it actually functions like this. Because then you don't really notice the stupid large amounts of attrition for moving around with big stacks. It's still not as effective as manually carpet sieging, but it's close to rationally justifiable, you know? We don't have the war goal. Oh, you're right, we don't. It's odd. Alright, do we have an army down here doing nothing? Let's have you auto transports to here. The other navy. Even if we had the war goal, I'm not going to peace out until we get it all out of the war. There's another big lag hang. What is happening? My computer dying. Do I need to build a new computer? I think I might need to build a new computer. That's expensive, though. How much does it cost to build a new computer these days? Hey, we're above 1,000. But I can't click it. Clean install Windows. There we go, now we can click it. We're doing economic hegemony. Let's get going. I would not replace my peripherals, it would just be the tower. PC trips on you. Okay, I just need for probably his capital, which we now have. He says, nuh-uh, still. We kill his navy and maybe auto siege just a little bit more down here. My navy actually better than his. We have 9 heavies to his 8. Bring the new round of heavies up. Maybe they can join the fight still. Why are you going way down there? Shouldn't you stay, like, over here and actually siege stuff? They're doing the thing. They're grouping up. I don't like it. Get away from each other. Bum bum bum. Do not think my navy is better than his. He's got a flagship in the fleet as well. Let's actually go over to here and regroup with the other heavies. Like we... Okay, I don't know. Trading and stuff and things. We're done sieging in this node for the most part, so we can do that. We've taken back Yanbu. Look at Jazan. Come on, Adal. Why you gotta resist so much? I need those 300 ducats. Here's where auto siege is being stupid. Like, stop trying to go somewhere far away and just siege the province that's literally right next to you. You know? And stop grouping up, dummies. Yeah, I actually uninstalled Google Drive. I was so annoyed the other day that it was trying to do stuff. And then also, I swear to God, I feel like Microsoft Edge is it's a virus. Like, and the way that Microsoft has changed their operating system so that, like, Cortana and Edge are, like, part of the damn OS, so you can't actually delete them, is incredibly frustrating. Okay, we're at 73 war score. Ottomans are at how many reasons for acceptance? Negative 89 right now. We do have the war goal, but I don't think it's been ticking. Yeah, it's only at 0.8. That was a mistake to not pay attention to it. Next time we do a big war like this, let's make sure we park a stack on the war goal and just make sure it stays there so that we have that built up and we can get done with the wars faster that way. Negative 81. He has negative 14 enthusiasm. Looks like we're gonna have to just carpet siege. A bit more. We have burned through a lot of manpower. Although a big part of that was the the thing. Monument. Oh, I can get rid of this as well now. Are we actually making progress on economic hegemony each month? Staying above 1,000? Like we might be. 0.2% mercenary discipline. Minimum autonomy in territories, 0.4. Wow. I think that Japan is unlikely to have rebels for a while. This army can drill instead. I don't know about Ming, though. He probably has problems. I had to guess. Where did the merchant end up? Ethiopia? Ethiopia is not a bad node for us to just leave that merchant in until I need him again. Alright, these guys are pretty much done sieging stuff. Have these two group up over here and here. Hey look, it's the rebels. Duh. Go ahead, Ottomans. The pain will stop if you just say yes. That sounds very, evil to say, though. But it's true. Bum, ba, bum. These two armies group up down here. We can probably take that 57 stack. Like he lost his capital. Transport fleet can help out with the blockade. You guys go there, and you guys go to here. Fighting rebels. Cool. Peasants are trying to take over our fort. He's doing God's work. Move towards mysticism. Alright, sure. Why not? Ottomans had like 300,000 troops at the start of the war, and they still do. Out of curiosity, how much debt do you think he has? Place your bets, Jimmy. What do you think? Are we the baddies? I might be the baddie. I don't know if you're the baddie. Zero? I could see him being at 0. He has started upgrading forts. He has 10. 10 whole loans. I wonder how big they are. Find out. Development 2711 times 0.5 times 10. He's 13,555 ducats in debt at least, and that's not factoring in the extra. All right, let's do the real number. I want to know the actual number. 2711 times 0.5 times. 12% right now. That's on Tech 22, and he has it. So times 1.12 times 10 loans. 15,181 ducats in debt. Bankrupt him. They made it really hard to bankrupt people now. There's that hanging again. I might need to reload the game after this peace deal, just to prevent the hang. Or try to fix the hang. Something. They actually managed to take that fort, huh? Or I could actually get the armies in position. Ming is disloyal because they have lost the royal marriage. They should be loyal for 1 more month though, so we can just refresh it and keep them loyal. This is where we fight. This is where they die. It's occupied. We did lose a number of forts in here. How many did the Ottomans lose to attrition? Probably a lot less than I did. I lost 95,000 to attrition. Ottomans have lost 108. Portugal's lost 93. They lost a total of 190. They altogether have lost 340. And that's basically avoiding most battles. Though at this stage, I am trying to like hunt down some of his bigger stacks. Big Dickens is the 4 siege pip guy. Let's have him go there. There's Portugal just casually walking around with 104 stack. That's probably why he's got almost the same amount of attrition as we do. Are those car separatists? Unreliable to try to use those. But we're not going to. 75 war score. Ticking war score is only at 3. Get some more score from battles, and let a couple more months pass, and I think we'll be there. Maybe retake some of these forts in this area. It might make sense to send the merchant back over here, since there are 1, 2, 3, a number of forts here. Grab the guy who is in Ethiopia. I'm gonna cancel one of the conversions that it was working on, but whatever. That is 20,000 troops. Let's wait for a support stack. Or rather, another stack. Portugal's just going for it, though. Got Zufra back. Now we can kill this 36k, hopefully. Aleppo, let's go get Damascus. You're gonna go to there. You're gonna pick off random armies, because you can. You're gonna ignore this stack then and go down to siege another province, I guess. We need... So the war score cost has changed. We were at exactly 100. I don't know if that's because something got unselected or why. Ottoman, like, none of the cores should have expired. I mean, we could have maybe been fluctuating on our absolutism. Maybe that's what it is. Affecting war score cost, and it rounded some numbers. I don't know. Whatever. He's trying to retreat. I don't want him to retreat. I want to kill him. Put my navy over there. Build a manufactory, build a manufactory, build a manufactory, build a castle. I guess we're gonna build a manufactory. Let's do whatever the Rajputs want. Mebuila. We'll build this kind. This should still trigger the mission. Doesn't have to be the economic manufactory. This army can drill. These guys can come down here, and they also need to drill quite a bit. So we have these like ridiculous 3-day siege ticks. He's got 52-day siege ticks here. Because we've got defensiveness. That's a pretty big disparity. Innovative offensive is pretty good, I hear. You heard that? Anyone else? Bueller? Group up 2 stacks, should be enough to take him out, I think. Alright, his army is not doing so great. Is he? He's not bankrupt, is he? No, he's just still deeply in debt. I wonder if, does he like get more decadence penalties from losing wars? Or is it not tied to that at all? Shoot, did we check the thing? I think we did test it when we were doing frickin' Ming, and I think it is actually lower war score cost if I transfer it to the Mamluks. I swear they got rid of that at one point, but... So this one, 4 war score, and if it's controlled by the Mamluks, still 4. Okay, maybe not. Unless it's just a rounding thing. He's willing to accept. Okay. Do we let him off the hook, or do we keep on killing more of his troops so that he has to rebuild them all and go deeper into debt? There's no call for pizza. And our army is definitely in a very advantaged position right now. I think maybe doing some cleanup is a good idea. October 3rd. Either on September 30th. Wow, we're fast. The more troops we kill, the less manpower he'll have. He's got only 1,100 manpower per month. Wow, that's low. Ooh, decadence affects manpower recovery speed. Down to 132k at the moment. Making him replace his entire manpower pool will make future wars easier and put him deeper into debt, so probably reasonable. Rebels, it's just the rebels. Gain autonomy here? Sure. Sure. Somebody is disloyal, and I'm guessing it's Ming. He is 3,000 golden debts. We'll placate once. Dead. Boom. Let's do that. Have you go to Ilam. These armies should probably go try to hunt that one. I don't need to take them all down, but like the easy pickings, the ones where they're trying to like unsiege defensive mountain forts, we should definitely take those fights. That's not a fort, but I think we'll take the fight anyway. We probably win, right? Probably? Question mark? I don't know. Maybe. Peace out before the rebels take Constantinople. It's only at 7%, and it wouldn't affect the war score much at this stage. The ticking war score and the battles are making up for any lost occupations we have now. This is a disadvantaged fight, but Shiny is here. Mustafa II is rolling 9s in the shock phase because he's an Ottomans. As long as we don't have artillery in the front row too badly, we can keep the fight going. Nah, let's not. It's too much. We're gonna retreat to here. Can't retreat yet. Retreat to here. Alright. Any other easy armies to hunt? Not really. I'm happy. Let's go. Bye. You, and you, and you. All gonna go to like here. Go to here, here, here. Here and here. And please don't suffer attrition like idiots. That would make me very happy if you could just not do that. You can stay here. You can stay here. Drill for a sec. You need to drill. You are still suppressing. Moving, 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 and we've got 1k troop here for some reason. Okay. It would be over the supply limit here. Cool. Alright, well, that was a war with the Ottomans. I believe we got all the cores back. Tukara? No, we did not. Somehow I missed Urmia. That's annoying. We can integrate Luristan. And get rid of this relationship now. I don't have on the full discounted integration thing. Let's pay some increased advisor cost for a bit. No, I'm gonna want the AE impact. I'll spend money. Like, I think it's gonna be a decent amount. Really? Wait, am I still at 90? Even without that now? Oops. Administrative Council. What the hell is Administrative Council? Oh, that's admin ideas, that's why. Ah, okay, so that one's at 90, but these ones are now at 85. 85 is good enough. That makes space for the annexation one. And we've got on stuff with the nobles. Or Diplo annexation -5 without losing Diplo rep. Let's go ahead and annex this guy now. Merchant from Syria back to Ethiopia? Sure. Was it Syria? I think it was Aleppo node. We can't actually convert stuff here, though, because the reason why we had more control of the node, I think, is due to the occupations and stuff. We are still allied to England. And we have enough stuff to maybe get some sailors from him. He's at war, though. 2,200 sailors from Portugal. Get some money from Portugal. Oh. Can upgrade this one for more prestige from missionaries. I don't struggle with prestige. I don't need more monthly splendor. I guess the yearly legitimacy could theoretically be useful. The Ming one is a weird one. Probably not worth the money. These other ones that he has are only going to affect the areas that they're in. We didn't gain any actual, like, upgradable monuments in that war, but we did get a bunch of clay returned to these guys. Power's paying 10 gold a month now. We are not above 1,000 income at the moment, so economic hegemon should be paused. You know, it's actually not paused. It actually does decrease by 0.5, so it's a 1% effective swing. We need to keep our income high. So, I think we scootage Kara, we scootage the Mamluks, and we scootage Ava, and Luristan, and, try to get our income back above 1,000. Let's have the admirals move over to the navies to try to increase trade income. "40 light ships over here doing nothing. How did they get over here? They should be protecting here? I think that this fleet got, like, this was supposed to be like 100 ships, and I think they got destroyed, like, bad in that British war where they called us in against Brunei or something. That might be where some of our trade income has gone to. We're down to just 7% income here. Or 7% control, rather. Let's replace the ships that died as best we can. Navies can stay on the list for now, it's fine. These two heavies are fine to just chill there right now. I'm gonna delete the galleys now. Fuck me, did I just delete? Just deleted all those transports. Oh well. We can rebuild them. We got all the sailors back out of them. Whatever. That's dumb though. Oopsie. Oopsie daisy. Okay, so we have missions to do. This one wants us to murder all of Khorasan. We can attack Khorasan, that makes us fight Russia. If we attack Gujarat, we have to deal with Vijay, Jampur, Malwa, all that. If we attack Malwa directly, it does it different. If we attack Bengal, it does it slightly different. I don't have the permanent claims from our mission tree here yet. I do desperately want to finish off Pegu, because he's the one that's got a lot of control of this node, and a lot of these ships wouldn't need to be here. I think it's a good idea to start relocating some of our navies, or rather our armies, over there now. Head in that direction. Oh, right, I only have one transport navy now. I knew that. Also, if we could, like, not... Bashkiria. Huh. Russia's about to attack the Ottomans. They're planning to attack over Bashkiria. Ah! I think the Ottomans are gonna die. Even more. Marine 419. I usually watch VODs, but during this late game, if you need manpower and have the extra mill points, is it worth slackening standards to 95 before you hire a bunch of generals? In our circumstance, what we're doing is we're clicking the button, which only costs 1 professionalism, and then we are using our piety click. But if you didn't have access to the piety click, there was a time where we ran professional slacking standards down to like 90%. The thing is, I value professionalism very, very highly, almost as high as things like army tradition and combat ability and discipline and morale, because the extra siege ability compounds your siege speed advantage. So like, let's say you have enough siege ability to get your siege ticks down to 15 days, and you have a choice between like hoarding your professionalism and treating it like a precious little baby the whole game to get an extra 20% siege ability. Then now you're taking your 15-day siege ticks down to just 9 days. 9 days out of 15, you sped up your siege by 40%. If you can go from 9 days down to 6 days, again, now you're looking at like, you know, 60% faster. Like, it's crazy how strong siege ability stacking is. So I would do anything I could to try to increase manpower through other means before really giving up professionalism, personally. But if you're desperate, it is better to have men than to, you know, if you can't do the sieges at all, because you don't have any men, then yeah, you probably should slacken. As far as just the direct converting monarch points into manpower, it is unfortunate the way that the system works, where as soon as you lose even 1 professionalism, you have to pay an extra 25 monarch points per general. But even then, it's like 45 monarch points times 5. 245 military points. Will buy back 5 professionalism. So if you spent 1 immediate and then you ran slackened standards for... How long would it be allowed? How long could you be able to run it? If you're not drilling any armies, and you're only intending to gain the professionalism back from hiring generals, you could run it for... You'd have 4% available, and you'd be losing 5 per year. So you'd be able to run it for 0.8 of a year, 12 months in a year, so about 10 months that you could keep it on. It's a little bit annoying to calculate how much increased manpower we would gain from it, because it's not just double, right? Because right now we've got plus 15 recovery rate, plus 9.9, minus 20. So we're at like positive 4.9%, and it's going to add 100% to that. It's close to double, but math is funky. Oh, did I do the math wrong? My bad, yeah. But you understand what I meant though, right, Little Marv? Like, each additional point in siege ability, each extra 3.33% that reduces your siege ticks by an extra 1 day is stronger than the previous. That's just how math works. So, looks like these armies lost their issued military command because they got unblock flagged. I hit them all? I feel like I'm missing some. You lost your command also. Go clean up some more of India. Transports are done doing that. At least I didn't delete the heavies, right? Or shit, did I? When I was trying to delete the galleys, I think I actually did delete like 5 to 6 heavies or something as well. Damn. Sucks. Whatever. As soon as Great Britain goes to peace, we're going to want to ask him for some sailors. I should probably update this because it's never been updated. This thing doesn't update dynamically. You've got to remember to click it, which is really annoying. I would like to know about Great Britain's peace deal. The UI looks so clean. Exclamation mods, or mod, or EU4 mods. I'm not sure which one it is these days, but it's Iron Man compatible and easy to use and good. We're at 79.99934 Crown Land. We're like 1 dev click away from the next breakpoint for numbers and things. Let's do at least 1 dev click. Rwanda. 70% government reform speed now. Still only 15 max absolutism, but the increased reform progress growth is useful. Ulima do trend nice and high. Rajput's trend high enough. I think we can revoke lands in 3 or 4 months with them versus who knows how long with them. Also building a manufactory. Luristan wants royal marriage, sure. You want to integrate Luristan? Our income is not staying above 1,000, which is sort of annoying. Ming is disloyal again. We've already capped up placated ruler. The issue is that developed provinces is ticking down. I don't want to pay off his debt. I think I'd rather do a dev click in his land, wherever it's cheap. 19 in Wuling. Wuling. Sure. Do like 3 clicks just to keep him loyal a little bit longer. While we continue to integrate him, he is at 37.1% integrated, and I think I've got on all my discounts that I can run. Except there is, I think I mentioned this yesterday, a reasonable argument for flipping to Parliament, and we are allowed to do it now. Parliament interacts sort of annoyingly with absolutism, but we did this in the Austria run, and there is a weird, I would consider to be bug, where, okay, so if you assign provinces to the parliamentary seats, it costs you absolutism based on the development of the provinces that are being assigned. If you ignore the alert and just wait for the game to auto-assign, you do also lose absolutism when it auto-assigns, but it doesn't auto-assign quickly at all. So the passive absolutism generation we have from the gold, like the age bonus and other stuff for wherever it came from, I think we get like 2.5 absolutism a year, pretty much makes up for the absolutism cost of assigning the seats over time. And then there's also periodic events when you don't have enough parliamentary seats that will assign a specific country or specific province to parliament. And for some reason, those ones don't increase absolutism at all. So parliament works great, in my opinion, with absolutism and admin efficiency. And the argument for doing parliament is that it would give us access to another 15% diplomatic integration cost through a thing, taking us from 55% to 70%. So right now we are effectively paying 45%, and we could go down to 30%. 30 out of 45. It'd save us about a third of the cost to diplo integrate people. The other thing is, we have 5,000 splendor, ooh-ee. The other thing is that Parliament would be useful for missionaries. We could do, when we're not integrating a big subject, we could run the debate that gives an extra missionary and extra missionary strength, which is relevant to what we're currently doing. And it would come at the cost of 5 max absolutism and 0.5 of the 2.5 yearly that we're gaining. Now we're gaining 3.5 yearly. So we would go down to 3. I would have to revoke one of the privileges. Actually, I wouldn't, because... Ah, right, okay, I'm forgetting that the Man Sabdars won't exist after we click it. So we would not be able to have the diplomatic annexation -5. But I believe we would also... If you kill this last estate, I'm pretty sure all the crown land goes to us. I don't think that this would be spread out, because the other estates have none. So they get none when we get some back. You feel like it's not worth? I want to save and check. I want to see what it looks like if we do it. If we actually go to 100% crown land, that is also a motivator for me. Because it'll basically pay for the admin, the government reform progress that we're going to lose to make the change. Procreation cost is so low? True, but we still have a big-ass Ming to integrate. I mean, look, even with all our discounts, the dude's costing me 1,700 monarch points. If I could save a third of that, that's like 551 diplo points. That's a lot. I would like to save those points if possible. So, question is, do we get all of the crown land? Let's try. We'll also instantly revoke those things and actually raise our absolutism cap. we did go instantly to 100% Crown Land, so we now have even more government reform speed. That's good. And because we lost those privileges with the nobles, we now have, it does affect our manpower recovery speed, because they were giving a slight boost to that. But, what we would do is assign start a debate. We would go for the, okay, so the missionary is a guaranteed quarter price discounted. So 75. Yeah, it's an extra missionary and extra 1 missionary strength. That's kind of a big deal. Create offices for vassal nobles saves 15%. So it's still 10% better than the privilege with the nobles. And it is actually possible, if you really wanted to game it, to enact parliament, do the create offices for vassal nobles, which is going to create a... I should have assigned 1 seat first, whoops. If you assign just 1 seat, there's a chance that that seat will have it automatically marked as accepted. This will cost me a little bit of absolutism, but whatever. 484 ducats? Sure. So once this is active, this is no different than any other country modifier. It will last the 10 years, even if you lose the parliament. So if we wanted to, we could now flip back out of parliament and turn on the diplomatic annexation privilege with the nobles to get an extra 5. But I don't think that's worth the government reform progress, personally. So, all right, we've got the thing. Let's lower autonomy, get our absolutism back to the cap wherever we can. Nowhere to lower autonomy, apparently. We can do some... When can we do these clicks again? 1881. Absolutism will still come back quickly enough, I think. Does it reduce your cap or just the amount? What are the downsides of Parliament? The downsides of Parliament are that it requires you to have a large number of parliamentary seats, and that can affect your ability to generate absolutism. But we already have the absolutism, so we don't really care, you know? We've already got 3 passive absolutism per year. We get a lot of discounts to stuff that make it easy for us to just keep it at the cap. We've got available 15 max at the moment, so we could turn on 3 more privileges, or one of the 10 absolutism privileges if we want to. As an example, we could do, like, the morale of armies now. We are trying to conquer the world and convert everyone to our faith, so pretty much everyone will have a morale advantage of 5% against. We could consider turning on religious culture again for 5 crown land. It's only 1% more missionary strength, but it might matter. You turn on another guaranteed fire pip for 5 absolutism cap. That's probably worth it, but I want to look through all of the other things first. Oh, shit, sick. Sweet. The Rajputs allow us to do the integration policy as well. Right, because they're basically pseudo-nobles. So we can actually stack the 2 modifiers together. Yes, the admin integration policy is active. This costs 10 absolutism, but I think it's well worth it to keep our Diplo rep and to stack that modifier. So we are able to get to minus 70% integration now. And in theory, if we get the lucky event where we've got a lot of vassals with low liberty desire, that pulse event, it's called loyal subjects. We did get it once this campaign already. That could trigger and we could go to 85% Diplo integration discount. Religious culture should give the province modifier to lots of provinces since you can accept unlimited cultures. So I'm trying to remember why I didn't like it earlier, because we had it and I actually canceled it even though it cost me crown land. I think it was when we were just going through the early game blobbing part and we were just having tons of rebels and we had really low tolerance. We have very low tolerance. And the issue is that I wasn't converting land yet. I was just making trade companies, and our trade companies were actually even experiencing high unrest due to intolerance. The goods production wasn't affected because we had the trade company active, but the unrest from high intolerance was still there. What is the floor on diplomatic annexation cost? I believe it is 1 diplo point per province or 1 diplo point per development. One of those two, but I can't remember which. I apologize. I am dumb. I am dumb. When is our truce with Japan up? Who are we attacking? I'm gonna attack Pegu. Give the clay. We can take Diplotech 23 soon. We'll probably take this one early as well. Although I love using diplo points for development. And we do. Nice, we are firmly above 1,000 again. Cool. As long as we stay above 1,000 for a little while, each month that goes by, it's gonna become easier and easier to stay above, because this affects goods produced everywhere. Nice. Development cost modifier minus 5%. We get that all the time. Nice. 20% governing. The minus autonomy in territories is going to be amazingly good for us as well. We have some money. I still need to prepare. We are going to be integrating Ming fairly quickly now. Look at that. He's down to 1,161 diplo points to integrate now. That's a lot. Less. We want to pre-build town halls in Ming's land, specifically, so that we do not struggle with the governing stuff. Also, the integration is going to set the autonomy here to 60%, and I want to be able to get that down to 0 again as fast as we can. And this building helps out with autonomy, so multiple reasons to build these. It's not in his land, but it's fine. And I'm out of money. Cool. You just looked it up and it's a whole formula? Yeah, that's why I don't have it committed to memory. You know, it's complicated. Let's just say it's complicated. We have negative 15,000 manpower because these idiots won't stop marching around together. And it's too much micro for me to deal with because I'm annoyed. You go here. You go to here. How many armies is it? It's Portugal's fault, actually. Oh, get out of my province. Where I wanted to hang out. We offer knowledge to somebody. 2 whole countries. 2? Bashkiria. I choose you, Bashkiria. What? He doesn't have colonialism. Poor guy. How come? How did this happen? What? Poor guy, he's like the only one in the world who doesn't know about colonialism. I don't understand. I guess because he was a subject underneath the Ottomans, and Russia and the Ottomans hated each other, he could never get positive opinion with Russia for adjacency sharing, and there was no passive adjacency. Even if they're disloyal, like you had to have positive opinion. Poor guy. Are the Russians fighting the Mamluk or the Ottomans yet? They said that they were gonna. They better. There he goes. Have fun, dudes. Good luck. Best of wishes and words. Stuff. Okay, we got 5 more max absolutism available to spend. And to answer someone else's question that I saw but didn't acknowledge, if you go above 100 max absolutism, it doesn't do anything, but it does insulate you to keep you at 100. It's kind of like advisor cost discounts. You know, having 110% isn't useful technically, but it is convenient, because then if you got a bad event or something, you're still gonna have minus 90. However, there is a government reform at the very, very, very bottom of monarchies here called political absolutism that has max effective absolutism plus 15, which is really a weird way of phrasing it, because what it really means is you can go up to 115. Subsidized so they kill each other longer? We have way too many things that are more important, in my opinion, to spend money on than making them fight each other. Like, there's a reason why they're already attacking them, and it's because we just, you know, ruined his country, pretty much. I think they'll fight well long enough on their own just fine. Bum, 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 bum. A couple more heavies that have come out. Jampur is at war with Bengal. Okay. And Malwa. We have no truce on Jampur. We have a lot of claims on him. I want to try to break up these blocks a bit. So if we can find an opportunity to attack maybe Gujarat. He's guaranteed by Vijay. Attack Malwa while he's done. Hey, Malwa's got no friends. How long would it take for me to claim on the area? Not very long, it looks like. Maybe we'll try to get another claim on the rest of his country and then do that. No, we tested that, cool Camille. It is actually 115. That's why I said that I think it's worded really weirdly. Max effect of absolutism, I assumed would work the way you just described it. That if you had 100, it would be times 1.15 and you would get the full effect. But we did this just recently in the Austria campaign, and you actually do need to go to 115 to get the effect from it. So, I can say that with 100% certainty because we just did it. Could maybe rent out Kanatiri against Jampur to try to prevent him from protecting Gujarat. Seems unlikely that he wouldn't defend, and it still doesn't fix the issue with Vijay, so probably maybe just attack Bengal. Makes Delhi come in. Delhi still exists. We have a truce till 1680 next year. I'm gonna chill until I can get a claim on Malwa. I think you keep getting the effect above 115. No, if you go to, we tested that as well. If you go to like 120, it stops. It just, basically what it should say, in my opinion, the way they should read it, it should say not max effective absolutism plus 15%. It should say maximum max absolutism plus 15. Right? In general, we all know that max absolutism is 100. But maximum max absolutism plus 15 would be kind of a clear indicator that you can go above 100. We are only at 95. We need to... I can afford to just strengthen once to get that last little bit. Up to 97. We integrated a dude. Nice. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, let's turn on his fort. All this land can be stated. We will run missionary edict here and here. And as soon as we're allowed to, we'll lower autonomy there to get our absolutism back to 100. Little Malwa is doing counter-espionage on us because he doesn't want to die. That's smart. Because he's gonna die. It'll take a little while to get the actual second set of claims, but I'm okay with that, I guess. Maximum effective absolutism. I think that wording would still be confusing. Because you could still perceive it the way that we were just discussing, that it's a multiplier on the effectiveness of the thing. Like, what if you had a modifier that said trade efficiency effectiveness plus 20%, and it was like clearly not being added to it, but as another percent. That's the big thing that throws it off, is that it's got a percent in there. Yes, technically you are increasing the maximum max absolutism by 15%, but also you could just say 15. You know? Because that's where everything else is just based on this. Like, why introduce the 15%? Income above 1,000 firmly. Alright, so this is, I think that this is the event that will... This one does cost absolutism, I believe. No, the one that doesn't. Nice. Free stuff. But we did lose 0.3 crown land when that just happened, which is sort of annoying. This click is so weak now. We're missing out on 20% government reform progress because of that. Let's do 2 dev clicks, go back to 100. Annoying. Luanda. You get a development click, and you get a development click. 2 clicks wasn't enough. You get a 3rd click. Boom. Why is the sale title so bad? Because the higher your crown land is, the weaker the multiplier is, and I believe there's also a... I think there's an age-based effect as well. It's either tied to age and tied to crown land, or I've just miscorrectly remembered that because generally in the 3rd and 4th era you have higher crown land, therefore the click is smaller. Like, it's the biggest when you're at like 10% crown land on the dot, you know? And you're going down to 0%. That's why we were able to get like 10,000 money clicks. Still have no friends, eh? You are being sieged by somebody else. We attack Mr. Yonper and fight Gujarat, Yarkand, Lana, Khorasan. We can do a lot of conquest right now. We got 4 armies in position with 2 more on the way. You can go to here. You can go to here. I've also got an army here. What's more important, doing Pegu or doing this? Why not both? Why not all of the above? We'll declare for like Gouda. Co-belligerent brings in VJ. Co-belligerent here brings in... yeah, I don't... co-belligerencies, I guess. Give play. I want to keep 2 armies here because we're going to attack Mawa next month. Lana. How many years till imperialism? 8, and we're probably we probably do take this early now because okay, so normally I don't like to pay the ahead of time penalty for tech, right? Because you can just wait once you have max innovativeness, but if we take land that we don't have claims on or that's not justified, we pay Diplo points per development that we conquer. If we just pay the Diplo points to take the tech, then we can have imperialism, which is 75% cost, I believe, for everything, and has 0 Diplo point cost. Everything's justified. We probably end up saving more Diplo points overall if we just take the tech. Soon. More Boats. Replacing our transports that I accidentally deleted. We have room for a lot of admirals, and I moved them into the transport fleet, or into the other fleets, but it does feel pretty nice having an admiral in charge of each of our transport fleets. I hate spending monarch points on it, but it's only 40. Let's get another 2 admirals. Who wants to swim? This will slow down getting imperialism, but whatever. I'm only doing it because we struggle so badly with sailor generation, you know? Like, if I put admirals in charge, we lose fewer ships, we lose less hull strength. Each percentage of hull strength basically does represent sailors, so why not? Alfer. Alfer. Alfer with an E. Alfer. Oh, that's how you spell it. K-A-E-U. Yes. Ooh, 6 maneuver. You get to pilot the big navy. For you. Wow. We'll do a little shuffle. Make sure that the highest maneuver pips are allocated to the ships that are protecting trade. And the other ships can have other stuff. Bum 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 bum. Government reform growth is at 1.33 per month now. We still have a long way to go for that final reform. Not much I can do about that. Kill! Our truce with Delhi is up. Does that mean it's time to kill him also? Yes. I only have one claim on him? How come I don't get claims on all of Delhi? Damn. Did we wait for imperialism for Delhi then? Or is there another mission that's gonna give claims on... What is this state? Bangladesh. This is where we get it. We need all provinces in the GERD area to be owned by us. Oh, well, we can do that. Aw. Wait. Okay. Alright. So if I pay Diplo points to take this land, we will be granted permanent claims, because I can just turn it in right away. Probably fine to pay the Diplo points, I guess. An opportunity to kill a person, so you gotta take the opportunities to kill persons, right? I feel like I'm missing armies. Have I like forgotten somebody somewhere? I know we've got one in Africa. Well, we have more than one, but these ones are still fairly undrilled. The artillery in particular. This one is also fairly undrilled, so they're all fine to stay there. Only one stack got stack wiped with the Ottoman War. And I didn't forget about them, but... This thing is slowly converting stuff, I think. No, it's done. So that one can switch back. That one's on that. Anything else to convert here? Nope. 9 more. 8 more. I guess the siege ability is not as important. Versus just getting conversions in. This is a node where it'd be kind of convenient to have siege ability on these forts. Let's move the merchant that is in Ethiopia again over to here. Get normal claim on Delhi. That would have saved some points, wouldn't it? Yeah. Only 32 dev in the state. Plus another 7. 32 plus 7 times 3 diplo points base, and we've got like minus 60%. There's like 45 diplo points that I could have saved. You're right. Did we just gain a merchant somehow? I guess we must have. We do care about directionality in the Philippines. Anything going that way doesn't come back out. Probably put our new merchant here. I don't know what I did to just gain another merchant, though. It's me. Once this merchant arrives... Nice, it's already set to inland routes, good. Not gonna do that, though. That's 100% on Delhi. Okay, since we're kind of in blobby kind of mode, I'm gonna switch back for admin points to AE impact. We should be at minus 60, I think. Yes. Still kind of trying to prevent coalitions from being a bother for me. And I forgot that admin efficiency does affect it does affect the unjustified demands as well, but I think it's multiplicative. So it should be something like, what did I say it was? I already forget. It doesn't matter. It's fine. We're gonna just full annex him. No real reason to do this, but no real reason not to. Mission? Oh, that was this. Oh, I needed it from both of them. Okay. There was no way that I could have done it in an order that would have allowed me to turn the mission in before the PCL. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. What are you offering? That's not full annexation. I want full annexation. I don't care if I have claims anymore. I mean, I want them, but, you know, you don't need them. You can just go away. Wait, did I attack Malwa? I attacked Malwa before getting the claim that I just jumped the gun completely. I was trying to get a claim on the rest of his state. I should have a claim on these provinces too, and that's actually a lot of dev. Whatever. We're in blob mode, we don't care. Honey Badger don't care. This is why I just need imperialism so I can turn my brain off and murder everything. You know? Worldly Ulima. Lose corruption. I like losing corruption. Apparently we have negative manpower. 15,000. I think we can do our religious click soon. In 1 year. Don't let me forget, Jimmy. In a year. Got a click to do. Mission. Give claims. I also get morale of armies +5 for 30 years. Wow. More claims. Yay. We weren't at max absolutism there. It's fine. Let's not sweat the small stuff. More courthouses. Yes, town halls they're called now, but yes. We will still, I mean, honestly, I don't need to prioritize the ones in Ming specifically. Let's just do them from top down. Whatever's gonna do the most points. We're at the stage of the game where it's just build all the buildings. We've got our 20-year click for another 133k manpower. Nice. Ooey. Oh shit. I should have done the same thing we normally do with slackened recruiting standards before doing that. Whoops, 1444. I'm bad at this game. Sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Why Pate over Oman? Because we did a poll and it was 53% versus 47%, I believe, in favor of Pate, so I chose Pate. That's pretty much the only reason. There was some, like, theoretical advantage to Pate, just in terms of access to gold mines. Easier, but let's be honest, that's not why chat voted for Pate. Chat voted for Pate because this is it's a harder start. I think. I mean, initially at least. Oman is in a much better economic location. They can get into India a lot faster and take advantage of their coastline and have a navy, and of course Pate has a navy as well, but you know what I'm saying. Alright, can we attack Bengal as well right now? No one will defend him. I have no claims on him. He's getting wrecked. Start spying on you as well. Pegu, I do want to murder. Well, we had already done the one. We had already done a Mazab, like, run. And it is, I think, the weakest of the three. But we had, you know, it was one of those ones that I started before I got bored of the game. And, that's why chat, I think, didn't want to redo it, because we had already done it before. Stop killing my ships! Got 12 heavies just murdering all the lights as they suicide their way out. Because they're so idiotic, like... They're all on hiding, but then they, like, think that they can go? Like, why are you not just hiding? Not like the provinces are being occupied and you're being forced out or anything. You're just being idiots. Stop it. We need 2 new generals. Who shall lead? Also, we do have 5 more max absolutism cap. I think I will turn on our guaranteed fire pip. We're gonna lose some tradition temporarily, but I think overall we gain more guaranteed value out of it, right? Army tradition should come back very fast. Blue Toki _ The list is long, and night is full of terrors or something. Ibis _ double _ rolls. Go. Be good. Nice. That can be you. Cannon's not rising up. Let's have them drill. $14 transports and 23 transports is not quite 40, but we only need 36 to move our armies around right now. And I think there are more coming out. In fact, these 2 are part of it. How come we're not drilling in our capital? Master Pate. Master Pate's a better location. Let's stay in Master Pate. Let's just stay in Master Pate. Let's everyone Master Pate. Somehow we lost Crown Land again. Exactly 1%. Okay, if I'm at 100% Crown Land and I conquer new land, how come? I mean, is it because of the whole conquer land when having less than 60% total influence of all estates? Is it because the Rajputs are at exactly 60? Because they weren't at 60. When it says less than 60%, are they saying like this plus this plus this plus this? Because this was definitely below 60 in the last peace deal. You're masturbating right now? Good. That's good. Everyone should masturbate. Good for you. Ming is at 69% integrated. Nice. Attacking Mr. Vijayanagar directly is not allowed because we have a truce until 81 next year. I cannot wait to murder him with imperialism. I must say. It will be splendid. And scrumptious. That's a reasonable word to describe it, right? In the Tibetan Charter, that is up here. We can switch to this one now, I guess. Sure. Pretty much done doing sieges that matter up there. Move towards mysticism, sure. I forgot to lower autonomy over there. Whoops. Don't the Mughals get claims on all of India? Eventually, yeah. Not right away, though. Hey, money. I like money. Sure. Deccan Charter is the... here, I believe. No, it's this one. Ah, I see. Okay. Well, the lands that I just conquered, I'm not sure if any of this land was supposed to be trade companied. I am not paying attention. This is all supposed to be full states. This is a trade company state, and it's already converted, so we can trade company this one. This is a... really not a center of trade in this node? Wow. Alright, so this is a non-trade company state. And then this one, we do have a center of trade. This should be a trade company state, but we need to get the land converted first. Okay. Will do. What am I waiting for here? I don't have anything I'm really needing to take from this guy. It would be kind of nice to take these last two provinces. Sorry. Yes, yeah. There's only one more coastal province. We could take the last coastal province and upgrade this to level 3 for more sailors. Although the sailor effect will be kind of wasted considering that we will have high autonomy here. But any missions? Yeah, I've been trying to work through them. This one, we just have to fight and take clay from VJ. This one wants us to take clay in these areas. Gain 500 ducats and lose 50% autonomy in multiple areas. He's non-co-belligerent. I need to take these two provinces for this side. No, this side. That just gives, that ends there though. It's just 50 diplo points. And 50 trade power in the Gujarat node until 1700, 20 years. Taking land from a non-co-belligerent. It's a lot more AE, but not by much. We could take some chunks out of him. I hate paying the diplo points, but especially when we're so damn close to imperialism. Can we just be patient? What if we just do one of the missions? Let's just do this one. Make some progress, but not go nuts, you know? Against Jumper directly. Oh shit, Coruscant's in the war. I forgot about him. Totally forgot he was in the war. Whoops. We need land from Coruscant for a mission as well. I think this fleet is ready to start being used again. Let's create a new stack and get them brought up manually to here. Can Bengal be vassalized? We do have significantly more diplomatic annexation discounts than we did before, but it's still cheaper for us to conquest in India, specifically because we get so many permanent claims. Remember, permanent claims give you minus 25% core creation cost instead of regular claims, which only give 10. So if we've got access to permanent claims, we should pretty much be integrating the land with admin points. Keep on not having 100% crown land, it's annoying. Need that extra government reform speed. Slaves! Let's make more slaves. Slavery. Bum bum bum. Tiny peace deal for a short truce time. I mean, we're gonna have to spread the aggressive expansion out anyway, and because I still do need money, I just think that it makes sense to take money from him. And in particular, I need trade power in this node, so I'm definitely taking trade power from him. Definitely taking war reps, definitely taking trade power, and then it's already gonna be like an 8-year truce. Taking another 25 war score worth of cash is only 2.5 more years. They're basically equal in my head, and we need money. We need infinite money, all the money. All the money belong to me. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, you better not fight me up there, dude. I'm gonna get you. Complete the mission and pay no diplo points for provinces. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Which mission are you talking about? This is what's gonna get us claims on VJ, but we're probably satisfying this one. with Jumper directly, I want all of the provinces that we currently have claims on. Like, just literally every single one of them. It gives the clay. Now. Or it gets the hose. Again. Ooh, it's very safe to assume, I believe, that taking all this land will probably satisfy a mission without me having to, like, look at it. Probably. We can still maybe take some extra provinces to try to get all the right, like, cultural acceptance and stuff. Like here, this is annoying. We need that province for cultural acceptance, but we don't have a claim on that province yet. So I would take that. That's 99 war score. Sure. He's good. Tiger doesn't want to give me military access. He does. Okay. Just throw a 36 stack at him and see how well we fight. Maybe we're good at fighting now. We do have quality ideas. I really want to stop paying Diplo points for unjustified demands so that we can instead spend Diplo points on tech and get imperialism sooner. This is a non-state. We're going to make this into trade company land, but we need to convert the land first. Bum, bum, bum. This one I can't convert because it has religious zeal. That's kind of annoying. Until when? 1701? Damn. Long time to not be able to make it into a trade company. Oh, well. Also part of our religious group, so we can't use the propagate religion bonus. This is a full state. Let's do that now. So we can run missionary strength here. This. I was planning on making it into a trade company state, but if I can't do that for so long, I'll probably forget. Well, maybe we just don't make this one into one. Make it a full state, it's fine. Makes it a little bit faster with the missionary as well. Our income is not doing amazing. We're still barely hovering above 1,000. I feel like it should be going up a little faster now. We got a fort. We are taking more forts. We are murdering your army. How do we do with that battle with this guy? Apparently we won. Good. Quality is doing its job. Makes you want to play the Mughals again? Yeah, the Mughals are... I mean, I would not recommend doing it starting as Pate. A lot more work to get the ball rolling. But yeah, the Mughals are cool. Interesting mechanics. These guys can be auto siege, auto siege, auto siege. You're on auto siege. Alright, we're just looking at finishing our war with Gujarat. He's at negative 123 reasons because we don't have all of his forts. We need his capital and a few more occupations. Got the combat navy over here. Are making progress on this siege pretty quick. That might be enough, actually. Stop killing my light ships, please. I need them. Negative 12, negative 13, negative some other number. It's time for our Muslim-Piety interaction. I like manpower. We're at only 1 stab. The cost to do stab, if we weren't at 1 stab, is clearly going to be only 10. So sure, let's do both clicks. And we are planning on taking tech soon, so I think maybe... No, we want to stay full mysticism. We'll do this. We'll do this. 125,000 people, please. We will flip to the other side. Take out a loan. Nope. I was wrong. I'm supposed to do base currency. Whoopsie. We will do this. We will go back to the other side. And we'll turn off slack and standards. And we'll do double pump. Easy peasy. Should probably not have taken a loan, though. I need his land as well. For this one. But I also need land from Russia. And we're gonna have to pay diplo points. I think we wait for imperialism with Khorasan. But we'll just do a white peace with him. I want just a 5-year truce there. Still an army over there? No. You need to get your drill back. Gujarat is at -0 reasons. Whatever, just go now. Okay, you can go here. That does the Sind campaign. Oui. The Sindhi people have been assimilated. We got them. This land will be trade companied. Just need to wait for conversions and cores. That leaves Yarkand only, who I don't really care about our truce timer with him because we don't have claims on him or anything. So if we can just get Mr. Jean-Per to agree, I'm fine with doing the peace deal now. We double check, make sure we got all of our claims, and we took that one extra province to accept the culture to make coring faster. And of course we'll take money because I need money for all the things. Probably wouldn't take too long to get Yarkand out. Maybe I can attempt to do that. Won't take forever. Oman and Pate are definitely Mughals rush. You think so? We only went Mughals because we're doing the one faith. Otherwise, like, I would not normally have considered Mughals as like the destination formable. You get a building, and you get a building, and everybody gets a building. There will be no autonomy in our country, ever, anywhere, or governing capacity cost. Make everything free. I like how we're actually getting sailors a little bit now. Navy should dock up so we don't waste the sailor attrition numbers. You guys don't need to go home during war anymore, really. Bye-bye. Is he still in his offensive war? He's still trying to murder Bengal. I don't get claims on Bengal until after our next mission turn-in, though. He's willing to do a 96% peace deal, but I want those last 180 ducats, damn it. AE impact. I actually don't want to have AE impact. I'm not scared of a coalition, I want to avoid having to deal with them syncing up truce timers and stuff, and just being generally annoying and blocking me from doing separate pieces. That's the main motivator for me. Can you just white peace, Yarkand? I don't want you in the war. Let me guess. I conquered 2 provinces, so we're probably not at 100% crown land anymore, right? Yep. Of course. Constantly trying to mess with my ability to generate government reform speed. It's such a huge penalty, too. You go from 100% down to 70%. Like, what? Give Clay. I did a mission. We've subdued the Rajputs. Gain numbers and things. Bengal campaign. Gain numbers and things. Rajput Mansadada. You do a thing. Land maintenance modifier minus 10% on Rajput regiments, and we gain a general. And we've also gained an extra leader slot recently. Our overextension is dangerously high. Fair enough. Lower autonomy first, so that we can have 100% absolutism if it's not already maxed. It should be, but just in case. Pour all the things. Is culture accepted yet? I think we do have to wait for a tick for it to show up. Crap. July 2nd, 1682. Does it actually matter? July 4th. How about like meringue? Meringue is now done in May versus Sikkim done in August. It does matter, damn it. Alright, let's just cancel all the cores and start them all over again. But I have to remember after conquering a full culture to wait until the pop-up. It's only like 1 day, but speed is important, I guess. Okay, I was originally planning on attacking Pate. We also lost an admiral. Let's get that one. Who wants to swim? Time to beat down Pegu for sure, yeah. When forts? Next money dump? I don't think we actually need more forts. We're doing fine on rolling generals because we are sieging so quickly now with full professionalism, innovative espionage, offensive. Like, we don't need fully maintained forts to be at 1 to actually be able to roll perfect generals. So, like, if there's a glaring, obvious lack of forts somewhere, we will do upgrades, but meh. Lost crown that again. Neat. Did I ever start the manufactory in Mabula? Mabula? Mabuila? I did. Okay, good. Okay, centers for kids who can't read good are also appealing to me. We're at 83% integrated on Ming. Our country's going to change a lot once Ming is fully integrated. We have claims on Pegu. Pegu is defended by people. Tributary Ayutthaya, we would lose them. Been a long time since I've done Break Alliance. Will you break alliance? Nice. What's the cooldown on that anyway? I think it's a long time. Give clay. You can go here. They're using the imperialism. It's happening. Owned provinces. Sean Grass, thank you for sub. We have room for some more boats. Let's get a few more into this fleet. I have no idea how many overall light ships we have, but probably not too many. Boring is coming along swimmingly fine. More states. No, I don't want to make this into a state. This is where we need to convert provinces. Nearing maximum monarch power. Too many military points. Okay. Guess we do more dev. Oyo. Oyo. It's fine for now. Who did succession with Commonwealth? I have no idea, but I'll check. One sec. I'm building buildings at the moment. I'm trying to make our country big and strong. Let's start with the training fields that don't take a building slot, just so that I can save building slots for other things. Commonwealth is doing a defense against the Portuguese in the Danish succession war. It looks like Denmark is the junior partner underneath Commonwealth, and Portugal says nuh-uh. And Portugal has decided... They didn't decide. They got pulled into it against their will, basically, to contest the thing. And they've decided to fight Spain, France, Commonwealth, Denmark. Smart. Smart. And it is a offensive war. So they can't call us in. Smart. You know what? I think maybe we are ready to just annul that alliance. He's being pretty dumb. Don't you think? Bit of a moron. Can I curry favors? Very slowly if I refuse to join offensive wars with him. I would like to get some sailors from him, so I'm going to try to build some favors up quick, and hopefully he doesn't call me into a war. I cancel access through Portugal, although it is nice being able to walk around on islands and crap, and colonial areas and whatever. I'm guessing I'm not the leader of the siege? I am. Good. Where's our fleet? Blockade. Go here. Secondary fleet. Go there. The primary fleet has 12 heavies, 38 transports. Secondary fleet has 11 and 39. They're about equal. Good. Somebody's disloyal? Excuse me? How did you become disloyal? Oh, I did demand a lot of artifacts. Yes. I have stolen so much prestige from you, dude. Speaking of that, let's switch back to Diplo points so we can try to get the thing. The imperialism. Aging gameplay. Still spying on a doll. I don't know why. Guess we get a claim on his area. 39 for the next. Okay, we can get 2 areas. Spying on Bengal for siegeability and stuff. Spying on Jampur. We actually didn't gain any claims on Jampur. Do we get claims up in this area? Should I make my own claims on him now? Probably not in Orissa, but like this northern area. Sang and Butuan. I want to just say yes. How much dev do we have? 4,319. Not counting Ming, and Ming is 86% integrated. Ming is going to give us another 1,300 roughly. Bum 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 bum. That's how the song goes, right? We're not running inland routes here, I think, because there's still some land that needs to be converted. Move the guy who's currently in that one, Lhasa. Inland routes active. It was just like you're to say, I know, I've got a lot of practice with some of these songs at least. I kind of play this game a lot. I don't know if you knew that. I remember, oh wow. I remember when it used to make a lot more sense to not conquer land in trade companies, because that way goods produced actually went up in the land that you didn't control, but the fact that you can just get the goods production in your own land now makes it kind of silly. We are losing, aren't we? Yes, we are. Let's retreat to whose capital, actually. And why don't we auto-transport another one of these armies over. Just to make sure that that army doesn't get murdered. Auto-transport to Dagon. These guys can go to Morocco. We're not worrying about taking tech early because we already have max innovativeness. We're only 5 years away now. I have absolutely no diplo points because we keep on doing stuff. We have lost and then regained a merchant or something. What? We were at 13, I think. Where'd this merchant just come from? I have no idea. One of the trade companies must be fluctuating due to occupation or something. This wealth is all already going in the right direction. I think it's this location where we lost the merchant. Okay. Haha, I got capital. And we're gonna ferry another stack down to here, and we're gonna murder your army because we're better than you. Bum, bum, bum. Turn the alert off. Couldn't hurt to get a little bit of repairs. Got flat terrain fight here against a fairly large amount of troops, but 3 stacks together with our idea set should probably be better than theirs. Also, I forgot about these two. Whoops. We lost a general. We are gonna rehire our adjutant. It's fine. Who shall lead? No trick. How's it going, man? Happy 11,000th month. 6222. It's not very good. Not very good. It only costs 20 for a reroll now, because we just went back to 100. So I'm gonna give you a reroll because that was bad. Budget Monk, thank you for the raid. How are you doing? What are you up to? Where's my note tricks at? There's no column to sort by name. No trick, no trick, no trick, no trick, not assigned, no trick. 5263 or the other one. 62, yeah, this is way worse. Maneuver is valuable now. Trying to reach #1 great power of Savoy, but we cannot go to war. I remember a long time ago theorizing that there could be like a fun little run to do where let's see, I remember I wanted to do something where you have to use the... When you go to a peace deal, you have to use suggested demands. And it was kind of in that same vein of like not being allowed to attack people directly because you can't really control things. Is it fun? Because in my experience, it wasn't fun. We didn't like it because it kept doing stupid shit. Like not actually giving us clay we had claims on, even though we declared war for conquest and stuff. Frustrating. Hey, nice. This one's pretty much all Ibadi already. Oh, it's also a trade company already. Yeah. Okay, well this is going to be made into a trade company because it's already being converted. Got that going for us, which is nice. Pretty sure. It's fine. Next state. Nepal. Center of trade. We will... Full state Nepal. State. This one, we want trade company, already Ibadi, add trade company, Ibadi, add trade company, next state. This one, this is going to be trade company state, but we have to convert everything first. And lastly, this one is a, we have to convert it first. This thing still, got it. For the things. Gain monarch points and development and stuff. Sure, fine, whatever. Hell. Just fight him. I bet we win. Maybe, I don't know. Let's find out. Yep, we win. Cool. Quality ideas, Heading here. Let's kill him there as well. Are we... Hey, we actually gained a merchant. Okay, cool. Nice. Our income went up to 1200 now that we have control of this node. And that's before I move the ships around. Gonna potentially get even better soon. Kill. Just hunt them. Keep fighting them. Kill them all. Our infantry are very damaged, but the artillery do so much damage now. Gain innovativeness. Nah. Alright. One of you goes here, one of you goes here, one of you goes here. Nice. Missionary strength's useful to us. Good. We get a claim on another biggish state. We have a lot of diplomats doing nothing. I'm gonna try to get Ming integrated soon. We also want to theoretically integrate Kara, which we can do at 86. Trade favors for trust with him, make him happy. We top off relations with any of our subjects that are disloyal. Or rather, actually vassals. Ava's not very happy for some reason. Gain money. I like money. Alright. Censors for kids who can't read good. You get to read. And you. And you. Do it. Tell me what you want to do. Eddie is, that's an Eddie Izzard reference. Yeah. What is that quote? I need to find it. Eddie Izzard. From Dress to Kill. Eddie Izzard. Scale it down a bit. Sorry, I need a little quick aside. I need to get some more water. I haven't had lunch. It's 5:30. I did wake up kind of early today, but... here. Enjoy this for 1 minute.
And I grew up in the 70s when there was it was a period of, you know, the careers advisor used to come to school and he used to get the kids together and say, look, I advise you to get a career. What can I say? That's it. And he took me aside. He said, what do you want to do, kid? What do you want to do? Tell me your dreams. I said, I want to be a space astronaut, go to outer space, discover things that have never been discovered. He said, look, you're British, so scale it down a bit, all right? All right, I want to work in a shoe shop. Discover shoes that no one's ever discovered, right in the back of the shop on the left. And he said, look, you're British, so scale it down a bit, all right? All right, I want to work in a sewer, then. Discover sewage that no one's ever discovered, and pile it on my head, and then come to the surface and sell myself to an art gallery. He said, what the fuck have you been smoking, eh? Certainly haven't been smoking in a bar in California, that's for certain.
I'll be back.
No smoking in bars now, and soon no drinking and no talking. Be careful, California. You're supposed to be the crazy state, the out there, wild ones, you know? In future, everyone's going to say, come down to the library, we'll have a wild time, shall we? Don't know where that fucking book is, mate. It could be anywhere. There's a lot of them about. So, yeah, so we had empires. In Europe, we had empires. Everyone had France and Spain and Britain and Turkey, the Ottoman Empire, full of furniture for some reason. And the Austro-Hungarian...
Okay. Alright, let's get this Ming integrated. 92.2%. We are not going to gain any other discounts that I can think of. Already capped on them. Okay, Daviet. We need you out of the war, Daviet. Maybe we stop policing Ming with this army since we're going to integrate the land soon and go after this capital. Let's have this army go kill that fort eventually. Army can go to here. If we force his navy out, let's murder it. Don't need no stinking galleys. Let's balance the heavies between the fleets as best as I can. Balance the transports a little. Oh, you got that fort back pretty quick. Oh no, not my stability. It's only gonna cost me 10 whole points to buy it back. Oh no. Give one the sieges. Everyone kill him. Get him. Bum 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 bum. Let him get away. Get him. Get him. Guess we should spy on the people we're at war with, just for good measure, siege ability and whatnot. Nice. Nice work. They got him. Head over to here as well. Lost the general. Well, let's replace him. How long have I been streaming? It's only been 3 hours? Jesus. Jeez, it crazy. 20 phalanges. I feel like it's been a lot longer. Oh, that is not how words work. 20 phalanges. Phalanges. 20 phalanges. That has got to be the lowest roll we're capable of. How many is that? 4, 8. That's an 11. And we have 4 guaranteed. Yeah, that's a minimum roll. Minimum roll. Dude, okay, we'll roll again. This time you'll be a maximum roll. 6632. That's clearly better. Where are you? This list is getting kind of long now. I'm just gonna fire this guy because he's not one of us. He's not a named person from chat. Who else? Yes, Gregor, you just died, sadly. I don't know if you actually accomplished anything of note. Do you remember? I'm not sure. Maybe you did. I don't know. We're making 669 monies. Nice. We are building centers for kids who can't read good, like, everywhere. This army can go to here. This army's going to there, sure. This army's gonna go to here, yep. Got only 1 siege pip here? That's pretty crap. Get someone better. Like a Sayer. Boom, boom, boom. Army can go to here. Definitely getting kind of laggy. I think I need to reload the save soon. We do have a single coastal fort over there to blockade, and one here as well. So this navy can go there. This navy can go here. Hopefully they're repaired a bit. Kill the leaderless stack. Get him. Get him. Mess him up. Nice work. Proud of you. God, the dive had attrition though. 5% attrition. Nasty. Everyone on auto siege, just go do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. Make the forts fall down. Where's our capital? It is here in Master Pate. We renamed it from Pate to Master Pate because you guys are funnier than I am. And you came up with it and I thought it was funny, so I did it. Also, we don't have enough crown land for... Look at that. Ugh. Oh, we only lose 20%, but still, I need the government reform speed. I really do. Gerd can be devved. Gerd. Almost prosperous. Does it have a center for kids who can't read? Good. It does. Good. Build more for everyone else as well. For now, I can do like 2 clicks here. It's fine. Our crown land up. We're at 121 out of 460. It's gonna take until 1706. A long time before we get the next thing. Rather than like move around his country suffering 5% attrition and bleeding off all of our drill, let's just go kill all of them. Just murder the Vietnamese, those ones. Kill them all. Kill the women and the children too, and the movie makers and the candlestick bakers. Words, reference, I don't know. It's Odyssey. We have lost so many men. 105,000 troops in this war. Almost all to attrition. Feels like. Are we actually winning here? We're losing. Great. No, the artillery! No, the artillery in the front row! Stop fighting! Don't fight. Okay, so we can beat 1 army, but we can't beat 2 easily. At the moment. Davia, you just need to go away, please. And we have war up some money, though, because I need to build some more centers for kids who can't read. So good. Okay, Pegu. Nice. Ming is 99% integrated. You go to here. You can go to here. One there, one there. Why don't you go, like, over here somewhere? And the Ming is gone. We've accepted the Cantonese, the Bai, the Miao, the Sichuanese, the Hubei, the Yi, the Yijiang, the Wu, the Zhuang, the Zibe, the Zili, the Zhejiang, the Jin. That's a lot of dudes that we accept. But we don't accept the Chinese. We have them at 69%. Nice. Governing capacity is probably not going to be a problem. Probably. Possibly. I don't know. We've gained a merchant. Probably because our merchant got kicked out of somewhere, question mark, maybe? I don't know where. Here? Kicked out. We now have 5,616 dev. We're making 1,200 gold a month. Our economic hegemony is at 27.5%, reducing minimum autonomy in territories by 5.5. We're gaining more goods produced, other numbers as well. Let's probably just delete everything that Ming made, because they're all dumb and bad. And completely undrilled, of course. I mean, we get the manpower back, it's fine. Any other small dumb armies running around? No? Okay, how about your small dumb fleets? Are they running around? Have them merge up here. Okay. We do want to do trade company stuff here. But we got to convert a lot of crap now. We have a lot of crap to convert because Ming did not do any conversions at all in this time frame. First things first, let's get to peace though. You're gonna give me all of the things that I have a claim on. I probably need it for a mission. And beyond that, we want things that are on the coastline. And I think we're good. It's fine. Currently at 0% overextension, so we're already good. Just take another huge chunk of clay. It's fine. 96.8% overextension. Give. This is what we worked so hard for, to form the Mughals, so that we can, like, before I even finish the damn war, we're done going from the previous war. Oh, that's silly. Okay, absolutism is not maxed. We're at 98 because why? Because we have religious unity penalty. Ah. Is there a policy we can turn on for religious unity? No. We had one when we had exploration ideas. Intervene in a war. Eh. Alright, lost 8% crown land when we integrated Ming. Ming has quite a few ships. He's been collecting flagships. He's got one of his own, and I don't know what that flag is, but he's got one. Is this our third? We have a third transport fleet, apparently. Cool. Neato. Okay, let's lower the autonomy wherever we're allowed to. This is gonna take me a while to, like, process this area. We can start with the land that is definitely not going to be trade companied. So anything without a center of trade, we can full state right now. It has a center of trade. I probably will trade company it. This one can go stated. hopefully one there. There? There is. Thought so. Alright, so now we've stated that many. It's hard to find the ones that don't have centers. Is it really just those? Everything else has centers for the most part? Remember to upgrade ships? Upgrading ships exacerbates our problem with lack of sailors. Because newer ships require more sailors, and the more sailors you require, the more maintenance you suffer. We've lost land force limit because we lost Ming. Our income might have gone down too, because he was paying us 100 gold a month in vassal tax income. Let's upgrade centers wherever we can. I can't because we cannot do it if it's not part of a state or trade company. I can't add it to a trade company if I want to convert it. But, this whole region is animist, Theravada, Confucian. Like, that is all valid for the slow convert over time stuff, right? If we get merchants up into here, we could just trade company now. That seems fine, I guess. Aren't newer ships more efficient sailor-wise, like trade power is rising faster than the required sailor amount? I don't think so. Annoyingly, you can't see the old ships and the costs. You can only see the current level. So I know for a fact that a level 1 light ship is 2 trade power for 50 sailors. So we just take trade power, 3.5, divided by sailors. Maybe it makes more sense to do it the other way. So sailors per trade power. 35 sailors per trade power versus 50 divided by 2, 25. So sailors per trade power going up is bad. Wait a day? I haven't started the course yet. Are there any, like, cultures that I just missed? Bengalese we have a lot of. Not quite enough. I think I am gonna rely on the propagate religion mechanic. I just want to trade company stuff now. So bear with me while I assign provinces to trade companies on a kind of like per state basis. The reason for doing it this way, in case you haven't been tuning in consistently over the last few days of streaming, is because goods produced modifier from trade companies now does also, and it may have been doing this for a while now, but it affects the goods produced in your own land, not just other countries. So, for example, to see the effect, we look in India, what we've done, we find a state, like say here. This state we have only 27.8% because I had to full state a lot of the land for one of the Mughal missions. This first one required low autonomy. And now I don't want to destate it because it's already at 0% and it's useful. But in every other state in India, we've got trade companies, and then the provinces that aren't in a state with a center of trade are non-trade companies, and we get this. Look at the 177.7% total goods produced efficiency here. That's kind of silly. Like, okay, sure. Like, out of curiosity, how much the Nippon node is currently producing 66 annual income. Annual or monthly? I think this is the monthly income, actually. So yeah, we did that in Japan as well. And in Nippon, because of that, we've got like... Also, I don't think I actually did it everywhere. I need to keep on doing this stuff. It's a silly situation. Silly amount of numbers is all I'm trying to say. I also want to do the trade company investments up here. I don't own the center of trade in this one, but I am going to trade company this land. Not enough dev here to be able to upgrade it. We can afford to do just one random click, get the center upgraded. That's fine. Be a trade company. This is going to be a trade company. And we're out of money. Almost done. Sorry it's taking forever. But I'll take some like before and after snapshots of income and trade income and stuff, just to show like how effective this is. And hopefully that'll make it clear why it makes sense to take the time to do this. We're also going to likely gain a bunch of merchants, because we've just added trade companies in like a lot of different trade nodes, you know? Alright, you're warning me about how many more states? Still more. Okay, this would be a manpower state, but that's temporary, so this is a full state. This one has no centers. This is a full state. This is full state. Trade company, but if it's the wrong, it's all Ibadi. Converted it already, so land. Next. This has a center of trade. This should be this way. Hubei. This one we were waiting on conversions and they're done, so we can do that. Next. Hubei. No, not Hubei. New centers. Full state. Next. Yes, centers. Trade company. There might be an optimal ratio that's actually more efficient than just following this black and white make trade company if that I'm doing. But I don't feel like doing the math on it. This is good enough for right now. You know what I'm saying? The problem with some of these is that that state still needs to be converted. North Jiangsu. Full state. I would be kind of curious to see what the math actually is on when it makes like how what percentage. It's probably a very simple formula actually. Like if you trade if like say a trade node has, I don't know, 10 states and 5 of the states have centers of trade in them and you do a 50-50 ratio, then you're only getting the goods production bonus on 50% of the total dev in the trade node. But based on the numbers, like how much total trade power the trade companies have relative to the non-trade company land is going to determine how much goods production bonus you get in that land. So it's like probably, if I had to guess, it's going to be like 35% trade company land, 65% state land. I think my gut tells me it'd probably make more overall money. But I don't care. I mean, I do, but I don't. Last one. Here, this one. Let's need this province. Down to one state, and it's a state where we're still doing conversions. Okay. Yeah, someone else, Jimmy, you go figure that out, okay? So here's a snapshot of our current income. More importantly, let's take a snapshot of the trade tab in locations where we have how do we want to sort this? Maybe just by local? But that's not going to show all of the nodes that we control. Yeah, I mean, if you really want to micro it, I do think it would make sense to go through and delete all the marketplaces from non-trade company lands to increase the ratio of trade power in the trade company lands relative to non-trade company lands. Does that make sense? But like, do you really want to go through and find every marketplace that's not in a trade company and delete them? And oh god, it'd be a lot of work. By power? Yeah, this probably captures a good amount. So what we're looking for right now is a lot of these numbers in the local category are going to spike because they're going to get a huge boost to goods produced in that node. Like here, for example, Hangzhou. Let's just take a snapshot of the whole thing so that I can compare both easier. And we'll let a month go by. Scroll down to the Chinese ones. How many are not on the list? We're at Great Lakes. Like Xi'an. Beijing. Yeah, you're right, I didn't capture them all. Alright, I'm curious to see how much overall goods production we go up. We're currently making 536 from trade. We're also on the monthly tick, likely to gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Probably 5 merchants? Possibly? Somewhere around there. All the land that is... Okay, we do want to start our cores. We can do all these right now. It's fine. I think that I missed Chengdu. It's fine. We don't have to capture them all. We'll see the overall effect in our trade income changing. Trade income went down from 536 to 477. But we did just peace out, and I believe that we had some other lands occupied. Perhaps? I had this guy like full occupied, right? We are overextended as well, yeah, that is part of it. But what we really care about is the trade node incoming or local production values. So let's go through and find some of the examples. We've got Bengal, for example, went to not much more. Gujarat, Doab, Zanzibar, Coromandel. Hangzhou was at 16.61. Hangzhou only went up a tiny bit. What's going on here? Hangzhou is this node. I feel like the goods produced in this node should have gone up by a noticeable amount. Unless is the issue that I just don't have very many provinces with the... Trade companies is giving 101.1% increased goods produced. Goods production is not affected by autonomy, so this isn't the issue, but we do want to lower autonomy. A lot of provinces owned by Ming. Ming's a big boy. So how come local production here didn't go up by much? Like, how can you add a 100% goods produced modifier and have it not make like any kind of noticeable difference? You know? Weird. Yeah, let's let another month go by. Also, let's get the merchants assigned. So we want merchants in all these nodes in here. In Beijing, we do need a merchant there just so that we can run the propagate religion thing, even if it's steering in a way that we aren't really wanting to do. I don't know if we want to collect up here. There's not a lot of wealth in Beijing, and we just steer away from it. What we want is more multiplicative outgoing modifiers here. Malwani rebels. Bastards. Game is definitely chunking at the moment, and I could use a reload. Guys can drill, they're taking care of rebels. These guys can drill and drill. There's some random ships that I've collected, apparently. These ships... Okay, we don't need our fleet here anymore. We probably need to do a full overall review of like where the fleet should be. I think probably Malacca is where we need trade power now. Primarily. It's like one of the only places in the route that we don't actually have a large amount of clay ourselves. I'm going to try pulling all of the current light ships we have into the Malacca node and see where we end up. You are already protecting in Malacca, right? Yes. Gujarat, we're at 87% control with some ships. Malacca's got... See, this is the issue. Malacca has 201 wealth in it right now. Zanzibar's at 311. And only, as of right now, 19% of power is actually pulling it forward. Yeah, I think it's time for our fleet to move to the next node now that we've got Bengal. It'll take a few months for the ship stall to get over there and start doing their job, so let's chill for a sec. These guys can also go protect here. Also, it's going to make the power of our flagship a lot higher. Alright, so local value. Okay, yep, it updated. Sorry that this is so big. So before the changes, the... Crap. Here, let's just find a different one. Beijing was making 13.47. Beijing is now... Beijing? Now at 19.4. 19.4 out of 13.47. That is a 44% increase in the base goods value in the node. And we haven't even built all the stuff yet. Like, we don't have all the trade company investments built out. I need a lot of money to do this still. Let's start with like this node. And over here and here. Okay, once again, before some of these changes, our trade income was at 584. We're at we were at 537. Now we're at 584. But we're currently still overextended, and the fleet is starting to get into position. We've got 2,900 trade power. I'm not sure if that's all of the fleets. 19, 146, 228, and 50. Looks like that might be all the ships. But they still need time to auto-merge. If they're actually all doing the job, let's try to get them to group up before the next monthly tick. Now we have Jimmy's Bucket o' Ducats providing trade power to the entire fleet. So I'm assuming that this number will go up. Yes, it will. Just a little. Okay. We're now making 639. And we're going to continue to build trade company investments to increase it more. Not town halls. I prefer the 5 province states if I can. Gotta immediately start running propagate religion everywhere that we're allowed to because we need it to actually get the land converted now. Not do these actually, and I want to focus on this state. Too many military points. Okay, well, interesting, I don't know. I'm gonna close all these things. We're making more money. Let's see how the Gujarat node is. We're at 80%, 66%, but... so now the Coromandel node is kind of an issue. We're losing a fair bit of the value in this node to BJ now. 95 gold. But the overall number did go up. It's possible that I'm still better off sending some of the ships into that node. We want to target like... We want like 70 to 80% control of each node. To ensure that it is actually going where we want. Do you know if the flagship effect changes depending on how up to date the ship is? No, it doesn't. It's just a flat number. It is still an early frigate, but it on its own will have, you know, 4 trade power plus 1 from the trade route map. I think it's got 3. Is it 3 base or is it I think it's 3 base plus the +1 is why it's saying 4. I don't think it actually has 4 base. It's just an early frigate, right? Okay, let's seize land. I'd like to get Crown Land back to 100. We're up to 18 merchants. I need more level 3 centers of trade. I need more upgraded centers here. We still don't have all of the things done. But like now in this node we've got 73.7% goods produced in this trade node. And the trade value of the goods in this node is like also really high. Want trade good types. China's got some very valuable stuff too. A lot of paper, a lot of silk. Incense is okay. Chinaware? Chinaware has base price 3. It's fine. Does the state edict help the propagate religion from the merchants? No. Almost positive it does not. It's the same thing as a regular center of reformation. So let's find where one of them's doing a thing. So I've got it running here, and it's currently converting this province. Monthly conversion speed is 4.26 because of Mughal missionary strength 160% and development level of the province. Obviously it's 1% per development, and then Mughal missionary strength 160, I believe, is just coming from what our conversion strength would be if we were to do it here. So yeah, maybe let's try it. I think it takes the state modifier, and I don't think it's going to consider the local modifier. So it should just stay at 160. It was still 4.26 before, right? I've already forgotten. But the bottom 2 numbers didn't change. How many trade good specific things do we have now? That many? We're at 18.4% with coffee. We're coming up on naval supply limit plus 20. How come this one's not highlighted? Also, how is Adal producing so much incense? What? Huh. Fish? I don't know if we have fish. I think we might have it. Yeah, we already have fish bonus. That might actually be why we started to suddenly have sailors again. Alright, so this is still a lot to process, and I need to do a lot more, like, looking around and clicking and doing stuff and things. Upgrading a center of trade is 200 gold for 5 more trade power, versus doing a trade company investment is 2 trade power times the number of provinces in the state. So basically, always better to upgrade before upgrading centers. Okay. Be optimal. Alright. Well, it's time for me to eat some food, and I think we've made some progress today. We are very close to imperialism. I didn't quite get there, but we did finish integrating Ming. We did a lot in India. We started economic hegemon, which is one of my big goals for today's session. And we've been converting a lot of land. Like, we're up to... how many provinces converted? Religions. I already passed it? Already passed it. Where is it? Total provinces up to 407. It is now the 3rd most prominent religion in the world. Just that many more to go. I think we're on pace, yeah. We also did our big war with the Ottomans to get a lot of Mamlukian stuff back. There's still one major war with the Ottomans for the rest of the Mamluk cores, but we're pretty much ready to integrate Kara in 86. And once we have imperialism, it's just going to be about taking huge chunks out of people. Russia's got a war score cost of 920%, which is going to take a few wars to destroy, but we also don't have our province war score cost versus other religions yet. There's like 25% we can still pick up. This number is not actually going to be 272, for example. It's going to be that times 0.75, I think. Is imperialism 75% cost? I think it is. New question, when to expand infrastructure? You should always expand infrastructure if you intend to develop the province more than 6.67 times, something like that, right? It's 50 admin points base, and it saves you 15% of the cost to do a dev click. So if it costs 50 monarch points per dev, and having the expanded infrastructure saves 15% of that, that's 7.5, so 50 divided by 7.5 equals 6.667. If you're going to do at least 6.667 clicks, you're coming out ahead on the 7th click, and every click after that, you're coming out even more ahead in the exchange. In the meantime, you also get all the benefits of the expanded infrastructure, right? The goods produced, the construction time discount, there's a couple really good ones in there, like shipbuilding time minus 15% can make a huge difference if you only have a couple coastal provinces. Same thing with local recruitment time for making artillery and cavalry. Also, local great project upgrade cost is a very efficient modifier to save you if you're going to like take a monument from level 0 to level 4 or 3 or whatever, the highest level. When you shouldn't expand infrastructure is when expanding infrastructure would put you over your governing capacity. Because the penalties for being over the governing capacity far outweigh the benefits of a local modifier to a single province. Because this is a global penalty versus a single province benefit, right? But if you become rich, like we are, then you just build town halls everywhere and no problems with governing capacity. Also become economic hegemon so that you can have an extra 20% goods produced and 20% minimum autonomy in territories and you have to get all the way to 100% to activate the final bonus, the governing capacity plus 20. So our number will go up a fair bit. After we're at the cap, after we finish our final government reform, we'll start doing a few expanded administration clicks, and then we'll start to centralize states. We'll continue to build state houses. We'll have everything covered. Yep, there's gonna probably come a time where I'm gonna have to manually look through our trade goods. I'm basically gonna have to do this. I'll go economic map mode, trade goods, find the paper provinces, and make sure that in each one of these states we have a state house. Because if you think about the math, look, we have a mill here already, which is a manufactory, and we can't have a second. But if we did an expanded infrastructure and gained access to a second manufactory, we could then build the state house, which is double efficacy in paper, glass, and gems, so it will reduce the specific province in question local governing cost by 30%, also apply a flat -20 to the cost, and then also give a statewide 40% bonus to other provinces in the state. I'm not sure if the individual province gets both the statewide modifier and the local modifier, but when you consider that this click is adding 10% and flat 15, and this is reducing it by 30% and flat 20 in the right trade good, not even considering the other provinces where you're saving governing capacity. Like, in this state, we are at minus 100% already here, but like here, it would make a big difference in this one, and then in Jumper directly as well. Like, we can basically floor it, and it actually makes sense to manually go and do the expanded infrastructure clicks. Alright, cool. I'm gonna call it here for the day. I have been doing kind of shorter streams, only 3-4 hours the last few days, but Talkmore was visiting last night, and we had to have some beers together, so. I think that the math still checks out. L-Life, even... We'll do the math again tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure even if you don't use the right trade good, it still probably comes out ahead to build a trade, the state house in every state, even with the wrong trade good, with one expanded infrastructure click. Make space for it. But it's just even more noticeable in the correct trade goods ones where it's doubled, obviously. So. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy your Monday. Yeah, see you soon.